Hey there everyone! Starlost Seas now has its own official Discord. You can join by going to the link in the description below. We've got plenty of channels to choose from, so come talk about D&D, come talk about your favorite video games, or join a VC watch party for when new episodes release. It's a server made entirely for all of you in our wonderful community. Thank you so much for the support you guys have shown Starlost so far, and without further ado, enjoy the rest of the episode.
Hello everyone! Welcome to Starlost Seas! My name is Cryolane, the
Pulse,
person
that's not
not
coffee.
fucking waving his pulse. You're drinking water?
Pulse is
I
hydrating?
drink all the time.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Actually, you're probably very okay. You drink water all of the time, as everybody should. I say drinking, not water. Anyways, last session was really quite casual. Everyone sort of just appreciated the new airship. Doc sort of got over the fact that he died multiple times. That's a fun thing to deal with. Lotus got a new friend and promptly lost her new friend. Dolus learned a very important lesson about talking to your sister about the creatures she's holding before immediately murdering them. And then a lot of people went and chatted with Arlashna, which is pleasant. So much lore happened. So much lore happened. Mara's shirt turns out is double-sided now. SARS on one side, tie-dye on the other. Everyone got a nice long rest. Alina and Twink had a little talk where she revealed to you all that she'd spent all of her life savings on a single meteor spell scroll so that she could copy it into her spell book.
I forgot that happened.
Yep.
That's so sad.
Twink discovered something very interesting that he had been looking into for an extended period of time that he has not revealed to anybody quite yet.
I very much did.
And he never will.
And then you guys discover the airship is moving fast as hell, even faster than Twink would expect airships to be moving.
Fast boy.
Speed is speed, boy. Couple of little bombs were dropped lore-wise from Arlashna to the birds while they bundled up with her in a small cubby that, really shouldn't comfortably fit 3 people. And then you arrived at some destination that all of you aren't quite aware of other than Twink, who is on the top deck. And that is where we are going to start our session today, is with Twink on the top deck. A few minutes prior, as Lorelei starts to slow the ship down.
Okay.
Okay, so, plan.
Don't hit buildings.
No. Different plan.
Oh.
I know a smuggler cove outside of the city.
Oh, and you want to... Okay. That's a good plan, actually, because they probably shouldn't know we're there.
It's like an hour walk into Falcon's Point from there.
Oh, that's so long.
It's definitely the safest place I can put down an entire airship.
Wait, you put it down?
It's definitely the safest place I can approach and get close enough to the ground with an entire airship.
Yeah, no, I guess that's our only option.
I'd say also, while we're by the coast and by a city where we can purchase things, it might be a good time to test how waterproof this is.
Yeah, probably, but at the same time, what if we just never put it back in the water? Did you see how fast we were going?
I did. However, what do we do if there's nowhere to park the boat?
It's an airship.
Did they just say floating?
This one will.
Okay. Fuck it. I'll default to your judgment on this. And then she hits the slow button again and she starts pulling you towards the coast. You can see all of these. There's a lot of pine trees lining this coast. Really dense, thick. It looks almost like the west coast of the United States. That really thick, lush pine forest. And at one point along the cliffs, there's a divot that heads inland. Lorelei slows the ship down and pulls it in there. And you can tell it's definitely large enough for a ship or two to navigate in, but because of the way the cliffs wrap around, unless you're looking for it or know where it is, probably not going to get spotted. She takes you down, and the ship is maybe 5 feet above the water, and her hand hovers over the down button. And then she just sighs and presses slow until the ship comes to a stop.
Like, should we still throw the anchor over, or like?
We lost the anchor, remember?
No.
It got ripped off when, we went surfing down the side of wall of water. We will need another anchor.
Oh, that's gonna cost a lot of money.
Oh, yeah. It's a good thing that somebody has treasure.
What if we just tied a rock to a rope and...
We're going to tie a rope to one of those trees, and she points at, the trees on the coastline. She's like, and then we're going to tie it to one of these braces.
I meant permanently.
Oh.
Instead of an anchor.
We just use a rock.
I mean, it's basically an anchor.
Twink, we'll come back to this at the time when we're looking at potential anchors. I feel like that's something to shelve for later.
I don't have the money for an anchor, Lorelei.
I feel like that's a lie. And then she goes into her captain's quarters, and she comes out with a big crossbow.
That's not gonna get me the money, unless you plan on selling it.
She walks over to a rope, and you watch her just fiddle for a second, and then she fires a rope off towards the beach.
I mean, what was the point of that?
Now no one has to carry the rope all the fucking way over there. You just get to the beach and tie it to a tree.
But...
But...
I don't know. I feel like that was wasted effort.
I feel like I wanted to shoot something. She drops
and
it.
then I'm like, okay, well.
Starts. She ties the rope off. The rest of you feel the ship sort of vroom to a stop. Birds, you will be the first to wake because you are the least comfortable, and the whoomp will definitely affect you the most.
Lotus is gonna roll out of bed.
Dolus just groans.
Lotus, you roll out of bed, and you plop to the floor, and as you plop, there's just feathers in your face.
Sit up, and I look around.
Everybody's stirring slowly from their sleep. Lotus, you are very sore, very achy, especially in your back. And then as you're stretching and what the hell, you look down at the feathers. And then you realize the feathers that were in your face were not feathers from your wings. They're definitely bigger than your feathers slightly. They're Dolus's feathers. And you look at his wings, and you look at your wings. You guys are definitely losing some feathers. It's a process you're somewhat familiar with, as bird people. You're molting.
Dolus!
Hmm.
The thingy is happening again.
Hmm.
Where our feathers come out. Do you think we could make pillows?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Just a suggestion.
Mm.
My back hurts.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are both very uncomfortable.
Dolus was uncomfortable that whole night right after getting his shit beaten for about an hour.
Oh yeah.
So he's not feeling great.
I am going to say, and I would like you both to make a note of this, you don't have a point of exhaustion. However, on dexterity and constitution rolls until your next long rest. You will have disadvantage from a
Sick.
very uncomfortable night's sleep.
Okay.
Just checks or saving throws.
Got checks and saving throws. Any dex and con rolls.
Okay.
Like straight Dex and Con or Dex and Con adjacent as well?
Dex and con adjacent as well.
Oh,
Sick.
my back is achy. It's like when we were at Narlashna's place.
Mhm.
Mara, you're waking up in your bed nearby. You didn't really get the shit beat out of you, so you're doing okay.
Oh. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
You all good?
My back hurts.
You want me to pop it?
Excuse me?
You never had your back pop?
No?
Alright, come here.
Are you gonna kill me?
Oh.
As she says that, Dolus kind of like perks his head up, starts like looking around.
Alright, turn around. And I'll
She slowly turns around.
I'll wrap my hands around and then
Now, Mara, make a dex check.
oh shit. Hey, 21.
Hey! It works. You pick Lotus up and you give her one solid whoomp, and Lotus, you just feel you've never had your back pop before, ever. You're pretty flexible though, so you're not that tight. But you do feel a solid pop, 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 pop down your back as he just crushes through your spine. And there's a moment of like pressure, and you're like, ah, and then it just feels really nice.
Is that what popping your back is like?
Yeah.
That's
It's an
awesome!
experience.
Will you teach me how to do it?
Yeah, Dolus, you want to come here?
Dolus is like getting himself up. He's like, I think I'll pass. He starts like walking out the door,
Noah,
walking towards the door.
in the bed nearby, Hickory wakes up.
I didn't fall asleep in the bed.
Oh, that's right. You fell asleep downstairs.
But okay, good to know which one I am.
Downstairs, in a pool of your own dried tears. Well, Doc's dried tears.
Jesus! Okay!
You wake up as Hickory.
Cool.
You're very uncomfortable. But you've slept on worse before.
Yeah,
So you're good.
like a tiny boat.
Tiny boat.
Hickory kind of pushes herself up to her feet, and she just kind of takes in the area, you know, regains her bearings, being the one out and about again.
Hickory, in this moment, you've experienced pretty much everything through the eyes of Doc, as you typically do, like a dream, a strange dream. But there was like a gap in the dream that you don't know what happened, and you still don't know what happened. He was talking to Dolus, and then what happened before he was talking to Dolus? Something with time?
Okay.
Dying? You don't remember.
Okay.
Hickory has no recollection of Doc's conversation with Time, just what he said afterwards about it.
Gotcha. Okay. She kind of like she takes a moment and kind of tries to mentally check Doc, but probably isn't getting much from that.
No, he doesn't really respond.
She just preps herself as best she can, realizes the boat's not moving anymore, and heads back toward the sleeping quarters.
Everybody's up and out, doing their morning thing, getting out of sleeping quarters.
Okay.
Twink, you, Alina, Lorelei already on the top deck. As everyone else comes out, Lorelei tells everybody to start grabbing what little rope and items that there are. The twins and Lachlan quickly go down. They lower themselves with a rope, and then they swim to shore and tie off the ship. Pull it a little bit closer so you guys can just slide down into the shallows.
Sick.
And that's what the rest of you, as long as you're all going to the top deck, unless you guys want to do anything else in the lower decks.
Lotus is gonna follow Dolus and just like help with the molting feathers.
Just
Kind of running
scratching
her
at
hand through
his wings to get all the molting feathers out.
Yeah, so there's probably just like a trail of feathers being left behind.
Yep.
I'm probably behind them looking at the feathers and like, what the fuck?
You're looking at the feathers and you're like, what the fuck? And then Plume, you watch, darts down and grabs a couple. And then it just dashes back to your bed.
What are you doing?
Fuck you!
Okay. Are y'all okay, by the way?
Dolus is like hunched. He's like, you know when birds like get ready to peck something and they're like getting down like that? That's like this the posture Dolus has. He just has his hands in his pocket, so he's just kind of like.
This happens sometimes.
Might feel better if I pop your back.
Plume shoots out and takes more feathers.
I'm gonna catch him.
Make a dex check. 2 dex checks. The first,
5.
you go to catch him and he's just like, ah!
What are you doing?
Stop it! These are useful.
For what? What are you doing? Tell me about your projects.
Waves you over, flies back to your bed.
I'll go over there.
He like leans out and he's just like, I'm making a scare.
Oh, what?
Oh, it looks kind of like it's starting to look kind of like a big fluffy bird.
Wait, he's making a what?
You cut out.
Like,
it didn't say which.
He's like, I'm making a scare pixie.
I like that.
I put it all together, and then we tie it to the front of the boat, and those little fuckers will leave me alone forever.
Wait, which ones? Who? What's
Any
bothering
of
you?
them.
Any of them?
Pixies,
Oh.
sprites, little things.
Well, we're a
I'm
little
very
far.
antisocial to small creatures.
If he's using Dolus's feathers for it, it'd probably be more effective as a scare boar.
Okay. Have fun, and then I'll guidance him.
Thank you! He just starts. He's put together. As you guys leave, he dashes down to the floor one more time and grabs more feathers.
Like, do
I see him picking up my feathers?
You are towards
So
the
no.
door. No.
Okay.
I would actually like to just like hover, not hover off the ground, but like look at the ground to just spot like a giant feather, like the biggest one I could find, just to
Biggest
keep it.
one you can find.
Mhm.
Passive here. We'll just go passive here. Sure. Yeah, you can find the biggest feather there. Dolus's biggest feather is like a foot long.
I'll put it in my like bag.
All right. And you guys are heading up for your morning.
Leaving a trail of feathers.
You bump into Hickory coming up the stairs from the cargo hold.
Good morning.
Hi. Good morning.
Hi. You two look
Fluffy.
shedding. You're shedding.
Yeah.
Why are you shedding?
I don't know. Bird things, I guess.
Is that bad?
It's not uncomfy. It's more like there's like a thing poking you because it's trying to get out. And so like she like takes one of her own feathers out. And so it's just trying to get out.
Right.
Yeah.
Aldrich doesn't do that, but then again, Aldrich isn't an owl, really. So I guess, I don't know how birds work. It was cold where we grew up.
I guess he did become a big bird. Maybe we can
Oh,
ask
hey, it's
him.
you today.
Good morning, Mara.
You good? Do you want your back pop?
I think I'm good. It's just hazy this morning.
Or feel free to continue. I'm just here
Twink,
as I'm playing with the feather.
the group comes up last.
Mara.
Everyone seems kind of tired except Mara. Oh.
Yeah.
You mind if we have a chat?
Sure.
We'll see the rest of y'all on the beach. You guys can go ahead and head on down.
Okay.
Be careful going down. It's a long way.
Okay.
Wait, you can fly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want your back pop? I've been helping them out. They were so sore over there.
Oh, I think I'm good. I appreciate the offer.
Okay.
Let's go over here real quick. And I kind of pull you over to like the back of the ship.
Okay.
Mara. We need to chat about what happened.
Yeah. I'm really apologize for that. That was I have like this active imagination, you know. And it's really I really wanted to use some wind. And that had some repercussions, but we are safe. But I'm sorry, dear God.
Mara, I'm going to be honest with you. Right now, the way I feel towards you is that I can't trust you.
I think that's fair.
So here's what I'm going to tell you. While we're in this city, I think you should take a really long time to think about whether with 100% certainty you can promise to me and to everyone on this ship that nothing like that will ever happen again. And if for any reason you can't with 100% certainty tell me that, probably best we part ways.
Okay.
Now, I need you to understand. I hope the answer is yes. But it's not worth our lives, Mara. And that's what we all risked. That's what you risked for us.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I felt pretty guilty. I've mulled over it a lot. I'll do better.
I don't like that. Think about it.
I will.
All right, let's go meet up with the others.
The rest of you are down on the beach.
I just wanted to add in, Dolus did like the most unceremonious drop off of the ship. Like he just kept walking and just walked onto the rail and then just fell off and then glided down.
I love the thought of that happening in the background of this very important conversation. Just
Yeah.
Why did I just imagine that owl just face planting in that kennel?
Essentially, yeah.
So yeah, the rest of you are all chilled on the beach. Birds, you're waking up. The sun's getting you a little... It's like 2 hours before noon. I think late morning. I like 2 hours before noon. It's like 10 a.m.
Okay.
Yeah. The Hickory, you're down there also.
I am down here.
Cerise and Alina and Lachlan, the twins, are all talking and blah, blah, blah. Lorelai to Twink before it goes down. She's just like, I'm gonna stay.
You worried about something?
Yeah, typically, but
Does
you
your
know,
sister know about this spot?
let's assume if I know about a thing, all of my siblings know about a thing, except for my island. Your
So
island.
just so I'm
All right.
clear, you want to be here if she rolls up alone. Okay, have fun.
God fucking damn it. She goes over the side and just takes the rope down right after you. And all of a sudden, just over the top, you just hear Eggle just, hey! Where the fuck, you're gonna leave me here? And she's like, yeah! What if one of your crazy fucking siblings shows up? That's fine. Then she like walks away.
So, addressing like just kind of the general group, because I assume we're all kind of clustered together at least a little bit. Just,
Yeah.
So, how far are we from the actual Falcon's Point?
About an hour.
Okay.
That way.
But if we run,
Probably 15, 20 minutes, depending on how fast we run.
I can fly real fast.
Lotus, will you carry me?
Yes, I will.
We'll see you all there.
I can fly decently fast.
You seem tired though, Dallas. You want to walk with us?
Yeah.
I'll pat his back.
Are we-
Will you help me with my feathers later?
hmm
Okay. Alright, I'll see you guys there. Okay, Twink, let's go! How do you want to be carried?
Fucking Y poses.
Does this mean, like, you want to carry like this, or do you...
I don't know how this works, Lotus. You're the one that can fly.
Yeah, the last time I tried to carry you, you, like, just struggled out, so I'm just
Pick
making
him up
sure...
in your talons.
Okay.
Twink, you're sitting there like, I don't know, and then just, okay, just... Two of you are going ahead.
We are
Alright.
separating the party, Mr.
Separating the party.
Yay!
Oh boy. Okay. So, Lotus, Twink, you're flying along the coast. The rest of you start out on your walk. Lorelai's leading the group. She seems to be the only one who knows where she's going. And as you're all walking, Alina and Cerise are talking about finding a magic shop, and they're all excited. Da 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 da. They're both back home. They haven't been in the Empire for a while. They're talking. They're like, hopefully the unreliables haven't like hopefully that law hasn't affected out here too much yet. We're still sort of on. You get the sense that Falcon's Point, while it's really important because it's coastal, is still sort of on the fringes. It's not a major city the way Rayesti or Altairi or Ceresen are.
Mm-hmm.
What country is this like connected to exactly? Like
This is
Yuba?
the Stonekeeper Empire. The place that everybody ran away from in the very beginning.
Hmm.
We have all officially doubled back and gone further in.
Nice.
Do I hear them mention like that this is like attached to the Empire?
Oh yeah, they were talking about it.
Okay. So as I look around at the group that's all coming with us, first, about how many people are coming?
6 NPCs, and then all of you.
Okay.
Okay.
How many of these people would be classified as unreliables?
There are 4, 5, 6 humans in the group, counting Hickory, Lorelei, the twins, Alina, and Cerise.
Okay. All right.
So about half the group is unreliables. But then you remember that Alina and Cerise are mages, which also count as unreliables. And then you remember that Lorelei is a pirate, and you're like, oh, that might be a problem. And then, so that's what processes in your brain.
As they're like talking about like, oh man, I can't wait to find like a magic shop here or whatever. Dola's just like kind of the offhanded comments. Won't find one here.
What do you mean?
The Empire has outlawed magic. You won't find a magic shop.
Well, I mean, unreliables are a thing, but I mean, hopefully out here far enough, they haven't gotten to it yet.
I wouldn't count on it.
Yes. Yes, Hickory.
Are Hickory and Doc licensed magic users?
Yes.
Cool.
As members of the Bounty Hunters Guild, you officially are licensed.
Okay. Wanted to make sure.
And just Dola's just like, and on that note, probably don't do any outwardly magical abilities and whatnot.
Everybody is like sort of nodding. And then Frankie's like, hey, no offense, but you have wings.
Dolus, as he says that, the wings almost look like they crumble off of him as just like this. It almost looks like a layer of like skin crumbles off, and it fades away into dust as he disguises self, and he looks like a human version of himself.
All of your feathers seem to drift off into crumbling bits of dust or ash, and everybody's just like, ugh. And then the twin who had said that, Frankie's just like, okay, that's fair.
And then it just kind of turns back.
Well, now you have wings again.
How do you think they feel about one of my new forms?
Not great.
Don't use those while we're here.
I don't know. I mean, I have never been here. The city that I was in when we arrived seemed to be fine with the unreliables until the authorities arrived. So I guess we'll just have to play it safe and see when we get there.
I've never been to Falcon's Point, right?
Nope.
Cool.
Twink. Lotus. You're flying ahead. You're probably more than halfway there at this point, as a couple of minutes have gone by. It's still just coast, so far as you can see.
Oh, sorry, really quick, before we cut over, while as they have that conversation about like the unreliables and everything, Dolus remembers Lotus is currently flying to there, and so he pulls out his rock from his like bag. He goes, "Remember, we're in the Empire. Keep a low profile."
Oh.
Lotus, the spoon in your pocket.
Oh shoot, we're in the Empire. Okay. Pockets it back.
Yeah.
So, why are we here again?
We're meeting Fagin here.
Oh. Why?
I have things to discuss with him.
Okay, do you think we're gonna be here for from between 10 minutes and a week again?
Probably not a week this time.
Okay. Is this place like a city? Are we gonna see a city soon? Because if this place is part of the Empire, then I should probably land somewhere not in the city so I can become not a bird.
No, definitely. No, that was definitely the plan the whole time.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Yeah, no, yes.
Okay.
You guys are flying for little, just another minute or two. Twink, you're like, God, if Lorelai's directions are right, we should be seeing it soon. Like, you're starting to be like, maybe she was wrong. And then as you're coming up, there's this sort of crest of cliffs and hills ahead of you. And as Lotus goes up and around it, following the coast, immediately just laid out before you are hundreds of square miles of plains stretching inland. And there is one last, maybe 3 miles ahead of you, crag of cliffs out, and on it you see the town of Falcon's Point. But also, as you take it all in, you have a brief moment of like, yes, as you're looking straight ahead, like, there's the city. Then you look out at all of the plains, and you see, Twink, you're very familiar with the geography of the area. You know, Falcon's Point is the closest settlement to the Westwood. You can see the Westwood on the horizon, the giant spiraling trees. Even now, many, many, many miles away, you can make them out in the distance. And there are pillars and columns of smoke spreading across the entire chunk of where the forest meets the plains.
Shit, Lotus, put us down.
Okay. She does so. Neatly dropped Twink.
You guys drop down on that hill, and it's the forest behind you has given way to all of this grass and rock, and so you can see the plains spread out before you. And Twink, as you take everything in and look at it all, there is a whole army out there in the plains.
Yep, that's what I thought.
And it is clearly not organized well. It is like an active battlefield by the looks of it. Not like a fight is currently happening, but it has definitely recently
siege.
happened.
It is definitely like siege level shit.
Yep. There's construction out there. You see giant catapults in the distance. Trebuchets, structures built. There's a huge army camp, maybe 4 or 5 miles inland from Falcon's Point.
What's happening there? Are they fighting?
I don't know. I need to get closer. You stay here.
Are you sure?
Yep.
I can turn invisible.
Actually, it's probably best you go back and let everyone know not to, like, walk up on this. I'll meet you right here.
Okay.
All right.
There she goes.
Yeah, deuces and takes off back the direction she came.
Okay.
She makes a mental note to remember she's an Outlander, so she would know.
All right. I cast invisibility on myself.
Okay. Before you do that, Twink, you're still a solid distance from any of these camps and things going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's good for an hour.
Yeah. So you head off, making your way down the hill. The further down you get into, like, the rocks and breaks way to softer soil. And then eventually you find a small dirt road. You take it and you follow it you've been walking now for maybe 12 minutes. And it branches off in one way. One road takes you up towards Falcon's Point that's built on this crag and precipice out over the cliff. And then the other way takes you towards the battlefield.
Yeah, so I'm just looking for like any sign of like who is this? Like, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Whether it's a sigil or like
Okay.
whatever the deal is.
You
So-
can totally, taking the time, you can follow the split a little towards the battlefield, and you start to see posted up in places. It's the sigil of the empire. All of the symbols of Stonekeeper start cropping up. You look out in the distance, and in the camp, you can see a big banner that is the Empire's banner.
I don't see any other, like just that. That's all I see.
No, not from here. You get the sense that if you went to the other side of the camp, like if you took maybe a couple hours to go to the other side to the proper like battlefield and closer to the Westwood, that you might see more things on like where there was fighting, but still this far back, no.
Okay, cool. I'll just return back then to the
Okay.
meeting point and wait.
Lotus, you fly back. It takes you like 10 minutes to get back. And then as you're flying, 8 minutes in or so, Mara, you have very high passive perception, so you would notice Lotus flying full speed, about to go past all of you above you.
Lotus!
Lotus, you can hear that.
Okay. She flies down. So, wildest thing, okay? There's like there's like all these trees, and then after the trees there's like empty plains, and then afterwards there's like a town. But then in the plains there's like this sort of battle happening in like
Like a war?
The front?
I don't know. So Twink told me to come and get you guys, and then we're gonna meet him at where I left him, and then hopefully he'll go ahead and have information for us. So let's go.
Lotus,
This
that
way.
battlefield's been there for months, probably. That's the front of the Westwood and the Empire. It's almost a
The
constant
West-
battleground now.
Why?
Because there's a war happening. What do you mean why?
Huh. Man, I've been out of it for a while.
I'm not even from here.
Wait, so who's fighting?
The Westwood and the Empire, Mara.
Ah. Okay.
Did I see people?
You saw marching armies out there. Way in the distance, but there's enough of them that you can see them way in the distance, miles away.
Okay.
So does the town look safe? Like, are we good? Do we have to pass a battlefield?
I didn't get a good look because I saw it, and then Twink told me to like set him down, and then he told me to get the others. So let's go this way.
Is everyone ready to go to war?
I wouldn't.
I don't really fully understand the concept of war, but like if there's fighting, then like cool. But
It was a joke. I guess it didn't really land.
No. Thousands and upon thousands of people have died because of this war, Dolus.
Okay. It's none of my business.
Yeah, we definitely shouldn't get involved. Do we want to fly there now? Are you feeling good enough to fly, Dolus?
Yes, I suppose. But I mean, we still have. What is everyone else supposed to do?
I'll stay with them. You guys can go ahead if you want.
All right. I mean, we're going to have to wait for you all anyway, so why not all arrive at the same time?
let's just run. Let's run. Let's go.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Right.
Fuck it.
And Lotus will lead them back to where she.
You'll start off at a trot, sort of somewhere between a jog and a run. The twins behind you are just like, "This is very exciting, don't you think? Oh, it's so great. Love it. Love this. So glad we did this."
Oh, this is gonna be weird. Can I? What is it? Ritual cast. Speak with animals while we're running.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we're moving then.
Yeah, you start moving. Mara, after 10 minutes. Lotus, you feel like you're maybe, a third, half the way there. You cast Speak with it. Yes, you cast it.
All right. Creatures have like a lot of awareness around us. Should we ask them anything? What are we thinking? I can talk to them now.
What?
Yeah.
What creatures?
Anything.
What do you want to ask them?
Like those seagulls. I don't know. They have more awareness than we do. Maybe they'll like warn us.
That's true.
We're not going to war, Mara.
Well, I know, but like, you never know with like some crazy shit happening up there.
Ask them if there's some crazy things happening.
Hey! I was like talking to like a random seagull there. Hey! Anything crazy going up there?
I saw a fish!
Awareness 101.
What did he say, Mara?
More specific, Mara. Come on.
There's fish around here.
Oh, is there fish in the ocean, Mara? Thank you for your stellar observation.
What about people? Guns!
The fire!
Fire. Lots of fire. Alright, just...
Where?
I don't fucking know.
Mara, as you're like, what the fuck? There is a squirrel on the ground nearby that is watching you talk to this seagull. And it just goes, so you want to know about the army that's fighting the Westwood, right?
Yeah.
It's the squirrels. I knew it all along. They're here to take over the planet.
I love this.
Yeah, no, they always sort of been there. They've been there as long as I remember. But yeah, no, recently they set a bunch of stuff on fire.
Why?
I don't know.
Like the town?
No. Like all the big trees.
Why are they lighting trees on fire?
I don't know.
Who's lighting trees on fire?
Who is it? The Empire?
I don't know. Yeah, the big metal-y guys.
The big metal guys, probably the Empire.
The big metal guys. Do they have automatons?
Do they have automatons or like are they? Is it armor or?
I don't know. I don't know what an automaton is. I'm a squirrel.
Hickory's looking around really kind of confused, considering that he is now just parroting shit that she just fucking said.
But it's credible from a squirrel, Noah. Get it right.
Oh, yeah. Not the bounty hunter who lived in the Empire.
Now we have a primary source.
Yeah.
All right. Anything you think we should avoid? Like, any directions you think we should go? Have you like been around?
Avoid trees with green acorns.
Why?
They don't taste good.
Okay.
Whatever you do, don't go near the fireman.
What?
The fireman?
Yeah.
Like, do they have like torches or do they have like?
Well, so they have this thing, and it goes. And you all hear this squirrel just go like.
What the hell?
Hearing the squirrel make that noise, Dolus pulls out his crossbow.
The squirrel just goes.
Points it at the squirrel.
Hickory grabs it. Hickory
into the brush.
wraps her hand around the barrel of the. I guess
It's too late. The squirrel is gone.
Goodbye, squirrel.
Oh, they gave me a warning. You didn't.
About what, Mara?
Fish?
I think they have like some sort of like weapon that breathes fire.
A flamethrower?
Probably.
What's a thing? Flamethrower.
Take the root
Yeah.
words, Lotus. Flame,
Wait.
thrower. What do you think it does?
There was flames?
Yes, good job. It kind of pats her
Kinda.
on the head.
Think about your gun, but like instead of bullets, it's fire. Yeah.
Well, right, that's kind of exactly what
But
we
it's-
just said.
Just a
It's like a hose of fire, though.
So it's not
How
like
do
a gun.
You know? That's
Dude,
out of character. I was like, how the fuck does Mara know what a flamethrower is?
He's
Mara.
smart.
You're familiar with flamethrowers.
Fuck it.
We're
Okay.
almost
Because of your background.
No, Mara's familiar with flamethrowers.
We're almost there, over there. And then we
Oh, there's this one time where I saw them burning down this forest, and
Who is they?
the big metal armor dudes, probably the Empire, I'm guessing, is what everybody's calling them.
It's what everyone's calling them because that's what their name is. It's what they're called.
Yeah.
It's the
That's true.
Empire. It's the country.
Uh-huh.
Let's go.
I don't like
Let's go.
Lotus,
Yeah.
do you know if Twink said he was going to wait for us?
He said we'll reconvene back over there. Behind that tree over there.
Oh,
That's
we
what-
really gotta move. That dumbass is gonna head toward the fucking battlefield.
Well, I don't think he will.
Twink! I was just gonna.
What makes you think that?
It's
Are they there?
Twink.
Few minutes later, you guys come through some trees, and you see that same valley as described before. You should all look in stuff that is currently relevant.
No, what?
Sick.
You're coming from the east on a hilltop, facing westward.
Huh.
Southwest of you is the battle camp. Northwest of you is Falcon's Point. And Lotus leading the group with Lorelei. You see a couple 100 feet in front of you. Twink, I assume you dropped invisibility once you got back to the meeting point.
Not
No?
until I see them.
Oh yeah, well then Twink, you see them. They don't see you. Lotus, you see the meeting spot, and there's no one there.
Blink?
And then I drop invisibility.
Yeah, you're like Twink, and then just about 100 feet in front of you, just vroom.
Look, he's there. He's there.
Oh, God.
Oh, thank God.
Oh.
Vomit. Whatever.
But when you forget your clerics,
When you forget your god.
Yeah.
I brought the thing. I brought the others. What did you learn?
Well, this is definitely going to change our plans a bit.
You see any flamethrowers?
I didn't get that close,
Hmm.
but I
What
wouldn't
did you
worry
see?
about them. Oh, just a siege front.
Ah,
Hmm.
You, being from the capital and somewhat familiar with the upper echelons of the Empire, you know that there's been a war with the Westwood for a long time, and that there's always some troops here, but it's sort of always, as long as you've been alive, been a Cold War.
Mm-hmm.
So an entire
Yeah.
huge battalion here
No,
with
definitely.
siege weaponry. Very new. Very. So you also, Hickory, now that you see it out in front of you, you're like, oh shit, this
Yeah.
is a lot worse than I thought.
It's like, yeah, there's always a battlefield there. Like, yeah. Oh. Oh.
Is this not what you're referring to as like there's always a battle here?
Not to this scale.
Oh,
Yeah, no, this isn't normal.
that looks bad.
Yeah.
I mean, where we're supposed to be going is that way, but then
Yeah. No, we won't be going that way.
well,
Well, some of us will.
We're
More-
not going to Falcon's Point?
Well, you are. I can't go.
Why not?
With this many military prevalent people here, I can't be seen up there.
What do you have to do with the military?
Why?
This is the Empire.
Okay.
I'll be arrested.
is it because you're part of Tintania?
No, it's because I'm a gnome. Ah,
I mean, I'm an Aarakocra.
you can't go either.
Oh, now that makes sense.
Only the humans can go.
Okay, wait, I have an idea. I think I can make something work. Here, maybe I can find a place for all of us. Some sort of arrangement.
It's not worth the risk. I was just going to have Elena contact Fagin via message.
It might be for the best. Elves are outlawed in the Unreliables too. It's really just me and the NPCs, huh?
I can pose as a human.
Yeah,
And then
I have
Dolith's disguise comes on.
Yeah, I mean, you could go.
I mean, I have a cloak. I can just hide my ears.
It's not worth it. I guess it's not worth it, Mara.
Mara, if the battlefield's as active as it looks, there are going to be a lot more people who were bounty hunters like me, and they were not as kind to the Unreliables.
Yeah, so I mean, we can, head back inwards to the forest a little bit and make a camp and see if we can contact Fagin and see if he can meet us, but the humans need to go in and get at least the bare minimum supplies we need, because this is a battlefront and it's going to be expensive.
Okay, we'll do it.
Wait, I could be an animal.
I'm gonna say I'll say it a third time. It's not worth it.
We'll be back quick. Okay.
And I'll be real honest, Dolus, you're kind of being risky too.
I mean, Dolus kind of stands up as a human. He's just like, when I am in this form, I am practically indistinguishable.
Until someone distinguishes you as not that. I imagine there's tools for true sight if this is a battlefield.
Does that see through animals?
What if it's magic?
I
don't know much about druids, maybe not.
I don't know if I feel comfortable only having a few people go, though.
I'm from the Empire. I'm licensed even. Or I'm not from the Empire, but I'm licensed with the Empire.
Yeah, they won't be at any harm at all. We're the ones that would put them in danger. I did scout the way. I mean, it's completely clear all the way to the city.
I think I have an idea. Just trust me. We'll be back quick, and then we'll figure it out from there.
We'll start working on a camp.
Okay.
Lotus is gonna walk over to Hickory and take her hand. Gonna go put 5 gold into her hand. Okay.
She looks at her a little confused. Thank you. Hickory just closes her hand, puts it in like a different pocket than she keeps the rest of her gold.
You have 5 more gold, Hickory.
Great.
As you set off.
Yeah.
Right before they set off, Dolus just kind of going back with the other party is like, oh, I mean, I know if this is also in the same realm of the amount of risk, but I could go in my ring and just be there for backup.
I mean,
carried around.
You could.
Can more than one go in the ring?
I don't know. It's never been more than one.
Let's try it.
Well, I mean, it would need to be a surefire thing because I can't go into it many times. It has to be I have to be certain about doing this before I try it. If you know what I mean.
Well,
You
we
don't-
can always experiment later.
We
No.
can.
I mean, it's always
You can
nice to
do
have an
this.
extra set of ears.
I'll cast guidance on Dolus. I trust you.
Thank you. I don't know how this helps me, but
Give it a shot.
Lotus,
Yes?
give me your hand.
Oh.
Dolus takes Lotus's hand. He just breathes in, and I'm gonna go into the ring and attempt to take Lotus with me.
You breathe in, and you feel this tingle of Kaeli's magic suddenly rush through your hand. And Mara, you watch as the birds just into a ring that just clatters to the ground.
It worked.
The ring just boom into the ground.
Yep. Just down into the grass.
Hickory kind of searches it up, and she does not know to not put that ring on.
You go, and you slip it on. Nothing happens.
Cool. Just had to make sure.
25 episodes of build-up for what happens if you put the ring on. Nothing.
So anyway, who's coming with me? Like,
You got the twins.
okay.
You got Helena and Cerise.
Hmm.
You have Lorelai.
Okay, Lorelai is coming.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, Cryo, I have a question then.
Mm-hmm.
My background is an urban bounty hunter.
Mm-hmm.
What are the odds that I could actually find a contact that could help me out?
Well, you see, let's get you into the city, and then let's talk.
All right, cool. That
The
was,
rest of you,
go ahead.
those of you who are, so Twink and Mara, really, because the birds are now stored within jewelry, head back to make a camp in the woods with Lachlan.
Hey, big guy, you should go
Mhm.
get us some wood.
He walks over to a tree nearby, and he
you're not
literally just
talking to
goes, boom, and he breaks off the tree.
Hey, big guy, maybe some wood that we can burn at a fire.
Right.
Right.
He walks off into the woods.
He'll be okay. You think?
I think nothing messes with him. I think he's fine.
Okay. No, I mean not that. I mean you think he'll find it.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Oh, you're good at tracking, right?
Yeah. I'll go.
Twink, you just sitting there making like a fire pit from rocks nearby as Mara walks off into the brush after Lachlan. And the rest of the group walks towards Falcon's Point. You start walking your way. You go down first, sort of into this valley along the coast, and then you have to go back up again for this precipice that it's built out on. As you get closer, you see that the whole city is built along this cliff edge, and you can see ships. Not a lot. Certainly not Raesti or Tiak or Minori, but there are ships there. Most of them are Empire ships. You see a few galleons.
Okay. Did he? No, never mind. That boat got blown to shit, so I wouldn't be able to recognize that boat anyway.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, no, we approach the city. On the way there, Hickory kind of turns to Lorelai and the twins, actually, and goes, "You sure you guys are gonna be okay?"
It would take more than this to kill me. Lorelai just kind of like walks ahead of you. And the twins are like, not the first time we've been fugitives of the Empire. Won't be the last.
You know, that's fair. Miss Lorelai, have you ever been here?
Yeah. That's how I led the way.
Well, okay. How familiar are you with it? I need new clothes. Doc broke the dress.
We're running on a short amount of time while there's a literal country-sized siege happening a short jog away, and you want to go window shopping.
Not exactly window shopping, more function over form.
I have shirts, kid.
I'm sorry.
She like just keeps walking.
Hey, Gray, just really was just kind of nervous to try to make conversation, so she just shuts the fuck up for the rest of the walk there.
Okay. The road eventually changes from dirt into this sort of mishmashed cobblestone that eventually becomes flatter and flatter cobblestone until you're on a proper road. And if you guys look at that very ramshackle little art that I made, you start approaching this set of walls that just completely severs this cliff peninsula from the valley. And there's an empirical presence there. You see guards and soldiers, and they start becoming more frequent as you walk up. There are carts of traders and things going on nearby. Lorelei's looking at everything and sort of taking it all in.
Yeah.
It's quite loud. There's a lot of noise going on. Birds in the ring. You start to hear just the chatter of crowds and soldiers.
I was gonna say, like, when to kind of backtrack to when they got in the ring, Dolus just like inhales and then he exhales and he opens his eyes and he's in the circular. Just is it just the stone room again? It's not decorated.
There are couches.
There are couches.
It's not the immaculate draperies and blah blah. They're couches that look kind of like Raiden's old couches.
Dolus just kind of he doesn't even take in the fact that he like pulled Lotus into it at first. He's just like, oh, and he starts walking over, and then he feels like a tug on his hand. He's like, oh, it worked.
Are there always couches in here?
No, but usually there used to be a lot more than just couches. It used to be very well decorated, and there were pillows strewn about, and recently there was a pile of weapons and like over there, but then last time I went into it there was just stone. I just kind of had to sit on the ground, but now we have couches.
We have couches.
It's gonna look like Raiden's couches.
Yeah. Huh.
Dolus kind of just plops down onto the couch like, so Kylie was Raiden's patron.
Yeah, that's weird. He always told us he was an Eldritch Knight.
Yeah, no, he never mentioned having a patron. Let alone it being Kylie.
Do you think he knew the whole time?
Oh, definitely.
Really makes me want to punch him.
Maybe don't do that. Your punches have gotten a lot stronger. I mean, maybe he's also gotten stronger, but
I'm sure he's gotten strong.
I don't know if he's gotten stronger. I don't know if he's been fighting in his spare time. He seemed to have just been sitting in a little cottage last time we spied in on him.
That's true. Do you think we'll ever get to Dragonlost? So far away.
Yes, I mean, I think we'll definitely get there eventually. Especially now that we have that airship. It flies so fast.
I told Eggold. I asked Eggold, like, if we got to Eubla, and then I was like, yo, Eggold, take me to Dragonlost if he would do it. And he was like, maybe. So there's a hope there.
Okay. Well.
You know, I've been curious about something, Dolus.
What's that?
So you know how the same day that we opened that door to Raiden in that different plane?
Yes.
Why did you tell the other Lotus that killed the other you?
Oh, well, I mean, I see him kind of struggle to get some words out. Well, there were two reasons. Firstly, I wanted her to know so that in the event that she seeks out revenge, she knows who to go after. I didn't want to put the rest of the party in danger. Secondly, although she's not really you, and I don't consider her a real you, I felt like she deserved to know. And I don't know what happened in the time that we were gone, or what it is that other me became, but if he was really me, I know he would have done the same thing.
Outside the ring, you hear just, I have shirts, kid.
Lotus just kind of plops beside him and just like lays on his lap. Kind of
As she starts going to lay, and Dolus catches her. He goes, "Oh no, turn around."
Oh,
Feathers.
Yeah. And she puts her
They just sit there, and Dolus is like pulling out her molting feathers.
back. I hope she's okay.
Kylie?
Oh, Kylie too, but I mean Starlost Lotus.
Do
It makes
you?
me wonder. It kind of makes me wonder what went wrong with her, and I don't know. I kind of want to have a conversation with her one day. I think it'll be nice. Granted, I don't know if I could even get a conversation with her, considering she kidnapped Archibald. But you know,
I think that she didn't really seem to be the conversational type. She seemed to be the kind of intimidating, stare at you and then murder you type. Yeah.
so kind of like you.
What do you mean?
I mean, you're not very murdery. But I mean, like, sometimes you stare at me, and then I can't tell if you're angry at me or not. And then you say something, and I'm like, okay, he's not angry at me. You know, maybe
Lotus.
you could use that in... yeah.
Dolus kind of puts a hand on her shoulder, leans over, and just looks her dead in the eyes. I've never been angry with you.
You're doing it again.
What am I doing?
He's got the scariest face you've ever seen on.
Look angry.
I so I need the mask back.
You know, maybe if, like, you're already being scary towards, like, friendly people, maybe you can be scary towards, like, our enemies and, like, scare the poopy out of them.
Okay, well, first off, vote of confidence accepted. Second off, I mean, I suppose am I really that scary?
Sometimes you are, but then sometimes you're not. Like, you were just super duper scary just now. Maybe it's because, like, you're staring at a thing and then concentrating, and then you have, like, a scary look in your eyes. But then, like, sometimes other people say you're scary, and I'm like, he's not that scary. But then you do that, and I'm like, okay, maybe he's a little bit scary.
So outside the ring, you guys are walking up to the city gates,
Cool.
while Dolus is inside contemplating how horrifying he may or may not be.
All right.
You're walking up to the gates. There's not really any, like, guards stopping you. You're a band of people walking up. And you pass through this big brick-laid defensive wall, and you step into, Diagon Alley?
Yeah.
It's like that. Very close, clustered, all of these stone and wood buildings built, all twisting. There's no grid pattern going on whatsoever the moment you enter this city.
Okay.
Town, city, it's bigger than a town. but you wouldn't quite call it a city yet.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Then we get through. Okay, so, Lorelai, what do you think you need?
Well, I know exactly what I need, and I know who I need to go talk to get it. I have a contact in the city who can get me all sorts of supplies, and who can hopefully get them out to the... I mean, they've gotten stuff to the smuggler's den before me before, so should be fine. I can take, she looks at the twins, then she looks at the two magic casters. She goes, do you want me to take Tweedledee and Tweedledum, or the Anxiety Sisters?
You can take Frankie and Felix. I think I can handle Alina and... Sorry, what was the other one?
Cerise.
Alina and Cerise.
And so, it's like, all right. Hey, idiots! Two of them are just like, yes, ma'am! Whoever gets back here first waits.
Okay.
Perfect. And she walks off down an alleyway.
Okay. Alright. So, what I want to find is actually somebody who can offer refuge to the entire party. If there's a genuine thing.
Make an investigation check.
Okie doke. 16.
Okay. You're walking around the city, taking in the sights. You're familiar with the layout of empirical cities and towns, and this one's a little clustered and different than the ones that you're used to, but not entirely unfamiliar. It doesn't take you long to find a bulletin board and an inn that it's attached to. So, you get the idea that this is, the kind of place where you might catch yourself a bounty hunter hanging out.
Okay. Then let's head in, and let's hope that I can do this right.
Are you saying that out loud?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say, I'm like, because Alina will comment on that if you're saying it out loud.
You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, we'll say it out loud. We'll ruin this poor girl's day again.
Yeah, you're like, maybe, let's hope I could do this. And she's like, let's hope that you could do... What?
It'll be fine. Probably.
Okay.
Just don't cry.
Okay. Okay. She follows you in, and Hank, you walk in. It's a big, bustling inn. It's not like a bar.
Yeah.
It's like almost like a restaurant. It's that style of like tavern inn, lower end.
Gotcha.
It's clustered, and there are multiple partitions separated out, so you can't see quite anything going on. Mm-hmm. But you do see there's like a desk up ahead.
Okay. Do I have a bounty hunting sigil? Like, is there any sort of mark for it, or is it just kind of...
You have a badge.
Okay.
It's the same thing that gives you... It's also your license.
Gotcha. Cool.
Your license is your badge.
Yeah. So, I will go up to the main desk and go, hi!
It's really pretty, sort of a larger human woman. She looks really happily up at you. She's like, well, hello, sugar.
Hi there.
What can I do for a little lady like you?
Well, I was hoping if you could point me in the direction of where a couple of the hunters would be around here.
A couple of the hunters? Oh,
Yes.
And she sees you hold up the thing, and she just goes, oh, a couple of them hunters. I got a couple of them hunters here right now.
Awesome. That would be
And she-
amazing.
And she does the big loud whistle. She goes, Hanva! You recognize the name immediately, and you're like, what? You hear a voice just, Hickory! You beautiful bitch! And you
Anva?
turn. Anva, a fully armored dwarf, leaning her way out from behind one of those partitions.
My baby girl! Hell yeah!
She drops down and she goes, Hickory, I haven't seen you in months!
Anva! And she fucking hugs the shit out of her. Like, it borderline looks like she could break something doing it.
Both of you just crushing each other. Alina and Cerise are like, what the fuck? Anva's like,
it's so good to see.
last I heard you were heading out all the way to fucking Europe. What are you doing here? This is the wrong direction, girl.
Yeah, it's, things got, complicated.
Where's your brother? That little fuckstick. What'd he do?
That's where it gets complicated.
Oh, come have a drink, have a drink.
Okay, yeah. This is, Alina and Cerise. They're traveling with me for the moment.
Huh? Friend of friends.
Absolutely. Okay, do you have somewhere private that we could potentially talk?
Private? Who's gonna interrupt some of the baddest bounty hunters this side of Saracen?
You got a point. And we'll sit.
There's a nice... It's like, this little corner is almost like when you go to like a hookah lounge. Like there's a lot of a low table, lots of ashtrays, big drink kegs and everything. There's another big human guy there when you come in. He's like,
Hi there.
it's Greg.
Greg. Pleasure.
Greg, she slaps him on the... Don't be fucking rude! And he scoots over so you have room to sit.
Okay.
And she sits cross-legged in front of this table and she goes, so, what do you need? You got problems?
That's a way to put it. And she kind of looks at Greg. I got it. Can I insight him? I really want to,
Sure.
I have
Make an
my
insight
stipulation
check.
for it.
Okay.
I want to see if, just by, appearance alone and maybe stature, if I can tell that he would generally align with how Anva also aligns.
Okay.
Okay. That's a 24.
Okay. He is actually wearing an identical badge to her, which has that same special marker that she has that was given to her by Melanie.
Okay.
So he's a higher bounty hunter. He's reliable. But as far as his vibe goes, he's literally just there getting drunk. You don't know.
Okay. So, we just got to Falcon's Point. Some of my traveling companions have somebody they need to meet here. Would you happen to know where Fagin is?
Fagin! Oh, fuck, we should have gone somewhere private. Fagin's here.
We were told to meet him here, but maybe...
Well, look,
maybe
between
not.
you and me, the only hold masters I've heard of being fucking here are Nalu and Martin, and don't want to fucking deal with them.
Right.
Nalu's been here for the last 6 fucking months. She's leading the front.
What's happening there? I mean, I know that there was always kind of a...
Well, in the last 3 weeks, they've set fire to over 150, 160 square miles of the Westwood.
Why?
Because they're sick of it.
I guess, but it's always been kind of a cold conflict. What made it heat up?
I don't know. Unreliables, Fagin's party and their bullshit, the Emperor dying. Could have been anything, could have been nothing. All I know is that pretty much every single morning at sunrise, they launch off a whole ladle of ballista and catapults, and then we watch it burn for the rest of the day.
What brings you to this area?
Yeah, I mean, outside of a battleground, deserters, criminals, war thieves. Not a good money for a bounty hunter.
That's a good point. Well,
I was expecting you two to eventually finish with your vacation, get over your stupid little moral compass and off your high horse and join us!
Anva, it's more complicated than that now.
Everything's more complicated than that. The whole fucking world's more complicated than that. You gotta take it slow sometimes. Look at the two of them. She points at Alina and Cerise, who are both just in their spell books. Trying to, like, avoid the conversation. Not a fucking care in the world. Doing their mage thing.
Anva, I need a favor.
Okay.
I've been traveling with some people. Have you heard of Twink?
No.
I didn't think so, in all honesty. But they are... And she leans in, like, she wants to make sure this does not get past. They're unreliables. And we need somewhere to stay.
Oh, no fucking shit. Okay. Then I didn't get that from the two fucking bitches here with their spell books out at the fucking dinner table. Alina's like... Cerise is just like, book up into her face.
Hickory cracks. She does, like, she legitimately laughs a little bit. It's just... Yeah. Do you know somewhere where maybe we could be for a bit?
Well, how'd you get here? Ship? Got a smuggler cove a couple of miles east of here.
That's where we came from.
Oh, no shit. Right. In town, not a lot.
Right.
Could get you some supplies, get you some gear if you need it, but that's about all I can offer you.
That'd be great, actually.
Empire's got a tighter grip on this than my mom and Dad's bowls. There's nothing you could absolutely get through here.
Right.
The fact that you made it through the gate without getting a vibe of that is ridiculous. Didn't they stop you, search you, the whole 9 yards?
No.
Guess it's just your pretty face.
Oh, you think I'm pretty?
Alright, well, guess I gotta go gather shit for you. Where are you staying? You just want me to take it all to your boat?
No, And Hickory, like, does her best to explain generally where they are. In fact, she puts it a couple 100 feet out of the wrong direction, just in case. She's playing cautious. She trusts Anva, but she...
You want me to take a bunch of supplies to the camp that you're posted up for night, instead of to your ship, that I already know where it is?
I mean, if you could get us some more long-term supplies, then it would definitely be best to run to the ship. But if it's just simple stuff, because I know it's harder to get things in and out...
Hard for me? Go fuck yourself. Alright.
That's my girl.
Give me a day. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Greg! And she turns back to him, and he's just like halfway through a keg, and he's like, huh. Don't run up a fucking tab! She walks out. Cerise closes her book, and she's just like, friends, huh?
One of my best.
And Lena's like, she called me a bitch! Back at the camp. Mara, you and Lachlan come back with wood.
And so that's how you gotta do it. Like, it's gotta be like a thick trunk, you know, sort of like a good, like, crunchy wood.
Right, dry. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, fishermen, I don't really do this a lot.
Oh, I get that.
Usually if I'm burning wood, it's because, like, there's a problem. I guess there's wood in my fireplace, but I had a guy for that.
Yeah. I got you, man. I got you.
I think you are just sitting at this ring of stones, and you have been for like half an hour.
You good?
I'm fucking bored.
Me too, dude. Oh. I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to go into the town. Could have been an animal. acted like I wish I could turn into a parrot. That would have been fun. On Lorelai's shoulder.
Like, do you remember the conversation we just had?
Yeah.
And you still have those thoughts?
I'm a free spirit, man. I'm so fucking bored though right now. Dude. Like, I know you want me to be responsible, but like, it's so boring. out
Lachlan
here.
there with the wood, having just had a conversation with you, he's like, "Am I boring?"
No, it's not you. It's just this place, man. Like, I've been in the woods like all my life. I haven't been to that town.
Maybe
I'm
when
not
they're
around
not-
people very often.
Maybe we wait, especially you, because you're an elf. You could wait a longer time until they're not trying to kill you, and then you go to that town.
It saddens me that Lachlan is wiser than you, Mara.
I've seen a lot as a fisherman.
I mean, I've also seen a lot.
I once saw a boy get eaten by a tuna.
How'd that go?
Well, the guy brought his kid into the docks. He said, "Look at that one there." The boy went to look at that one there. And then
Did you get him
he's
out?
gone. Well, no, it fucking ate him.
Oh, shit. Huh.
That sounds like one of those Fisher tales that fucking people talk about all the time.
No, I swear, saw it.
Yeah.
Insight check.
Make an insight check.
Wait. God, I forgot where
Mara's
insight was for a
actually
second.
pretty good
There.
at insight
Yeah.
checks.
I almost natural 22 though.
I'm like, Mara's really good at these. He's got like a plus 8.
Yeah, +8.
Yeah, no, he's not. This is definitely just a story he's telling.
You know what kind of tuna it was?
Albacore.
Okay.
Big bitches.
Pulse died.
I'm actually coughing. I'm fucking coffee.
You could call that coffee.
No, you can't.
Hey, Marcy, edit that out.
No,
Don't
leave
judge
it in.
Alright. Well,
Leave it in and then add like a really stock like applause and but on
Yeah,
soundtrack.
added the Five Nights at Freddy's. Just yes. Wait, I don't know if that's copyright anymore. Never mind. All right. So yeah, you guys light your fire. You start
Do you-
sitting there.
Do you think the
The
kid's name
mid-afternoon
was
by
Jonah?
now.
Huh?
So
Do
we
you think
light the
kid's name is
fire.
Jonah?
I'm ignoring this on purpose.
They light the fire. We're gonna cut back into Hick, the birds in the ring.
Hi.
What are you doing?
Which one?
What are the birds in the ring doing?
What's Hick doing with the ring that has the birds in it?
Well, I mean, if Adva's gone, then I mean, we go back to our meetup point with Lorelai, unless Alina and Cerise have something that is absolutely fucking pertinent.
Nope. Seems you're
Alright.
good. So you start off. You're just heading straight for the gate.
Yeah, I mean, meet up where we're at.
Busy, tight. What'd you say?
Taking the area a little bit just to try and get a read.
Yeah. So it's busy, it's tight. There's a lot of people as you're moving along. You're sort of just looking at all the buildings, taking it all in, getting an idea of the directions you're going, and birds, you're just hearing the chatter of crowds around you. Not really any particular dialogue that you're catching.
Dolus is just like, I wish. I mean, yeah, like while he's plucking feathers, just like, I mean, I assume that it looks like this because I wish you could have seen it at its height. It was really beautiful. I always approached it with a sour demeanor because I had a sour demeanor towards Kylie most of the time, but do you think, well, I know it's most likely because of the separation between myself and Kylie, which is strange considering I'm as distant as I've ever been from Kylie, and yet it looks like I have one of her arms.
Yeah, that's weird. Do you think Kylie still has her arm?
I would hope so. I don't think that she would allow me to keep her actual arm. She didn't allow me to keep my actual arm.
Yeah. I hope she's okay. I wonder what she's doing now. She did tell us to go and meet Raiden and Dragon Lost.
She did. Do you think... Well, so when I was here last time, I felt like it was kind of drab. I think I monologued to myself about how drab it was in here. And I come back and there were a few couches. Maybe it's sort of like that metaplane where I can summon things into existence.
Do you think we could summon like Kylie in here?
No.
Like a Dorage Kylie? Oh.
I don't think we can summon her. I mean, I arrived the first time and I was like, well, Kylie, and then she wasn't here. So, no, I don't think so. Maybe smaller things, like things that were already here, like... I like kind of look... You said there were 2 couches, right? Cryo?
Yeah.
Kind of look over to the other couch. I'm like a pillow, and I like point at it.
Point at it, and like you're a pillow. Nothing happens.
All right, well, strike that off the list of possibilities.
Maybe as like you get stronger, like this place becomes more like your own realm rather than Kylie's.
Are you saying that my own realm is a stone cylinder with 2 couches?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying like this is like
Truly the representation of my soul.
No. I'm trying to say like you're super powerful when you're outside of the ring. So what if now your power is becoming inside of the ring?
These are very sturdy couches.
Yeah. Lotus leans over and sniffs the couch. Does it smell like Raiden's?
It's basically Raiden's fucking couch.
Does it smell like Raiden's couch?
Yep. Smells like sweaty Raiden and 2 birds.
Do you think like as you get more and more like powerful and like spellcasty and like push like this place will just become Raiden's house? Like
I'd hope not.
I guess there are cockroaches sometimes.
Yeah, no. Well, to answer your question, I don't think so, but that would be interesting. If this is, maybe it's just spawning things out of my memories, but I don't know why. Maybe Kylie gave him these couches.
Oh, maybe Kylie
I don't think so. Maybe she just spawned these, I don't know. Maybe I wish I could remember all of Lorelei's weapons that she's angry about.
Do you think if one day you were able to recreate all of the rooms that you have spent time in, do you think you can also recreate like the treehouse that we're in?
Wait. All of the rooms that I've been in?
Yeah, kind of like, how do I explain this? Like, you know how like in some houses there's like one room, and then there's another room, and there's another room. Do you think like once you become more powerful enough, you can like shift between each room without actually having to move?
Lotus, do you think this is a room I've ever been in?
There's Raiden's couch.
Correct.
So outside the ring, while this conversation's happening,
Hi.
you get to the gate.
Mm.
And you get to the gate and you're like, okay, cool. And it's kind of calmed down at this point. And you're like, the merchants have sort of dispersed. You still see soldiers and guards, but you're like, it's okay, cool, we're fine.
Yeah.
Not gonna worry about it. I'm not illegal, not doing anything illegal. And you turn back towards the girls follow you. They're gone. You turn back the way you came, and you can see sort of the crowd milling about, sort of thin, but you know Alina, no Cerise.
Fuck.
And then, un momento, por favor.
Double fuck.
I'm gonna need you to make a wisdom save.
Oh, okay. I'm good at those.
Omega.
Great at those. That's a 25.
It's a 25.
Oh, wait, I have advantage. I could go higher.
Why?
I'm really glad I got that 25. That was a nat 1 on the second one.
You feel this just uncomfortable tingle shoot through your entire body. And you have a solid moment of like, ugh, you feel almost nauseous, and you definitely just resisted hold person.
Okay.
And are kind of like, huh. And as it rushes over you, one moment again. All the sound stops.
Yeah.
You look around, and all of the guards are turning to you now. Every single one of them at every cart. Every soldier, everyone in the street. You turn around back to the people who are in the street. Some of them who looked like people now have weapons that they're pulling out. And they're all turning to look at you. You're surrounded by like 50 people or so.
What's wrong?
Nothing comes out of your mouth.
Huh?
You talk, but like you can't hear anything.
Can I take more of the situation in?
Well, no, so as you're like lifting your hands up from behind you, someone grabs the ring. I'm going to make you to make a dex save.
To close my hand?
Yep.
Okay. It's a 13.
The ring comes off your finger. And all of a sudden, all the sound rushes back, and a voice you've never heard goes, "Well, well, well. You're not the one I expected to find here."
Is behind me? Anywhere?
It's behind you. Behind you.
Let's whip around.
There's a guy there in leather armor and robes. You don't recognize him.
Hickory's got her hand on the, like, ready to pull the shield.
I would keep both your hands up if you don't want every sword and arrow into your body in the next few moments.
Do I recognize the voice?
Nope.
Okay, do I have an idea of what just happened?
You're confused now. You're just now hearing this because you didn't hear anything before. Everything just suddenly went quiet.
Okay.
You! The little bounty hunter from Twink Tanya! Ugh.
Do I know you?
Did he not tell you about?
Who?
Thought I left a pretty good impression when you destroyed my ship. I'm Gillian. Pleasure to meet you.
Fuck.
And you're under arrest.
What?
And so are your birds.
Uh-oh. Listen, I don't want any trouble.
Oh. That's fine. I do. Cuff her. He like turns, walks away, and a bunch of guards come up to you and slap cuffs on you. You gonna try anything?
One sec. Yeah,
Contemplation.
Let me just look at my spells. I can't leave Lotus and Dolus. No, I'm not gonna try anything.
Your cuff.
Dolus.
Big metal box is opened, and Dolus, Lotus in the ring. You hear a loud clatter sound, and then the sound of something closing and locking.
Dolus just in the ring is standing in the middle of the room, like looking up and like listening. Just turns to Lotus, just like, it appears we've been captured.
So we're fucked.
Yes.
Back out in the woods. Twink, Mara, Lachlan, you're all sitting there, warming your hands. Mara, with your passive perception, out in the woods, you hear a twig snap. And then another. And then you definitely hear footsteps. Then Twink, you start to hear them.
That's not good.
I'm gonna get up. Just be at the ready. Actually, wait. Pass without trace.
Ooh.
Clever boy.
Appreciate that. Plus 10. All right. Well, Twink, a very familiar person steps out from the brush. The person you came here to meet. Fagin. Hello, Twink.
How did you find me?
I didn't. And then, Twink, you recognize him. Mara, Lachlan, you don't. Out next to Fagin steps another Holdmaster. Martin. And then a bunch of soldiers start marching their way out of the trees.
Oh, fuck.
This is how it's gonna go, huh?
Fagin just kind of like shrugs.
Well, what now?
That's where we're going to end our session today.
Oh fuck!
The literal anger.
Why?
The literal anger from Pulse there.
But why though?
Fuck, did we just get led into a trap?
Yes.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But why are we ending?
But why are we ending? It's
Play
7.
tomorrow.
Who gives a shit?
Can we play tomorrow?
What's everyone
I
doing tomorrow?
All right. Do we want to pick up immediately where we left off?
Yeah.
I still think
Twink, Mara, Lachlan, you are surrounded by a good 24 soldiers, and Fagin and Martin.
Actually, can we pick up a week from now? What happened?
You
No,
can.
we can't.
I have,
No, we can't.
I have a few questions. Oh, okay. How far in between are the guards and everyone else?
Whole clearing from one guard to the guard opposite you's 40 feet.
40 feet? Okay.
Mhm. So the closest guard to you is 20 feet in any direction, really. You're all facing the Holdmasters.
I'd like to. What is it? Perception, Twink's body language to try and read what he's gonna.
You're just paying it.
inside checking me.
Is that insight?
Yeah.
Yeah, make an insight check.
It's the same. It's the same roll for me. So. Oh, okay. 22.
All right, Twink, you're in the lead then. Mara, you notice Mara watching you closely.
Okay. So yeah.
Twinkton Seeker. Pleasure to meet you. You've worked on projects for me with Fairmont before, but I don't think we've ever had the pleasure of meeting in person. I'm Martin.
Yeah, I like to stay behind the scenes on things. It's nice to meet you, Martin.
You've left some very detailed notes before. Lots of curses and very well-drawn, acute angles.
Shocked you know that word.
Angles?
Acute.
Ah. Okay. No, you don't get to be the head of the Mage Guild for the most powerful nation on the planet without knowing a little bit of math.
I didn't realize there was a prereq.
You'd be surprised. Becoming a Hold Master is quite difficult. You have to make all sorts of agreements, arrangements, and the like. Isn't that right, Fagin? Yup. Twink, you're under arrest.
For?
Being a fugitive from the unreliables law of the country of Stonekeeper, your involvement in the potential assassination of Emperor Nolan, assaulting an Imperial Inquisitor, and
No, I didn't do that.
an invasion of the Stonekeeper Empire by a now established foreign power.
That one's pretty legit. So if I refuse to go with you?
Martin snaps his finger, and these 3 little motes of fire appear floating over his hand, and he's like, I would be perfectly fine to raise you to an ash here in this clearing if you'd prefer.
Right. I'm sure you would. It's right up your alley. Would you like to have a seat? We have a nice fire going.
Guards, please, cuff the 3 of them.
That's okay. I'll go with you. We'll go. Cuffs
No,
aren't
no.
necessary.
Apparently, when you're led away by guards, you have a tendency of leaping off of ships.
I don't see any ships around here.
Let's not risk our chances. Some guards approach you with cuffs.
Well, can I at least in the front?
They nod, and they put the cuffs on you, and you have a moment of like, yes, and then you notice on them are these runes.
I'm not worried about that. I don't give 2 shits about that.
That's fine. But Mara, they're coming to cuff you.
What is
No, we're going.
We're going. Okay.
Lachlan's getting
I'll
cuffed.
untense.
Mara, you get cuffed, and that pass without trace. The moment those cuffs lock, you just feel it gone as that little rune just kind of glows for an instant and then stops. Your magic is dispelled immediately by the cuffs.
Oh boy.
So, who's going to be the audience that I have to come in front of?
You get a bag put over your head.
Oh, that's just rude.
Mara, you get a bag put over your head. There is no gag in your mouth. It's just a
Yeah,
bag
you
over
can-
your head.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
so-
no, I'm just grunting then.
That's-
I don't like the dark.
You also get a bag put over your head.
That's
I'm just-
stupid.
I'm just curious. How are they gonna put a bag on Lachlan's head?
You know, but nobody knows. The other 2 are already bagged.
I'm
They can't
bagged. I don't
see.
know. We don't know.
Okay.
Bag.
I just wanted to know.
Unfortunate. Don't get caught.
Yeah. What do you all? You
I'm
guys
trying to have a conversation as we're being led through this forest with a
Like,
bag
yes.
on my head.
start talking.
Yeah, I did. I asked who I was going to be have an audience with.
Nobody's responding to you. After a few minutes of trying, you kind of give up.
Try to fucking talk to you anyways.
Twink,
Yeah.
make a sleight of hand check.
Oh, fuck. Well, hey, that's not bad. That's a 16.
Perfect. You feel something get put in your hands right in front of you. And as you kind of clamp around it, it's a key. So you don't know who handed it to you or where it came from, but you feel a key.
I do want to note at some point I trip over something.
Okay. You trip.
That's it. Yeah.
Somebody immediately like picks you up and puts you back on your feet. You hear a lot of mumbling about clumsy gnome. It's a little racially charged.
Hey, so Gillian feels like a gloater. Is he saying anything to me?
No, he walked off. You're not hearing anything.
Yeah, Gillian doesn't even feel like he has to escort
we hear
you.
him saying anything?
You don't hear anything. You hear a lot of rumbling from inside your ring, inside a box.
Dolus just kind of sits down on the opposite couch to Lotus. Like, well, seems we're in a bit of a predicament.
Yeah. How long can we stay in here?
Oh, hours.
Okay. I don't. I feel like if they're all cuffed up, do you think Twink and the others know? What about Lorelai and the others?
Well, Lorelai and the twins who went with her are most likely also arrested. I don't know about Twink and Mara and that big one.
Lachlan?
Yeah, that one. Lachlan.
Suspicious.
Judging by his phrasing of this is Gillian. He announced himself. Judging by his phrasing of if you don't want every weapon pointed at you, in you, or whatever he said, I'm assuming there's a lot of guards and a lot of weapons pointed at Hickory and the other two, Alina and Ceres, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's probably not the best idea to leave the ring.
Yeah.
How did he know we were both in here? They must have been spying on us from back when we were in the camp, because there would be no way for them to know that we were both in here otherwise. Unless we have a spy on the inside.
Mm.
Could be one of the twins.
I mean, it could just be Fagin. Because we were supposed to come and meet him.
But how would Fagin know that you were in the ring?
Magics.
No. It's a good theory, but no.
Well,
hmm.
maybe we should worry about that later, since I think by now it doesn't really matter.
Well, right. I mean, there's nothing really else to worry about. It sounded like we were locked in something, heard some locks clicking. And so now we just either sit and wait for either someone to break the ring, and then we get thrown who knows where, or we're in a safe position to leave, or something else happens. Because I don't know what would happen if I were to leave and my hand is inside of a box.
Yeah. Maybe you just break out of the box.
I don't think I'm going to take that chance. I
That's
don't
right.
want to lose my hand to a box.
So you'd be okay with losing your hand to other things?
Well, if it's something intense and impactful, then I'm sure it would be an epic tale to tell, but not to a locked box, no.
Lotus is gonna stand up. He's gonna walk over to Dolus and just kind of sit and lay her head on his shoulder.
Okay.
We'll be alright.
I hope so.
Dolus in his head does not believe that they're going to be alright.
So, after Twink, Mara, for like an hour and a half of walking, you finally start hearing more voices. Hickory, after maybe an hour of walking, the light through the bag kind of vanishes as you keep walking,
Yeah.
and then you hear almost like a rattling of a chain,
Uh-huh.
and then the bag gets flumped off your head, and you are chained to a metal post in the middle of a tent that you now realize you are in.
The cuffs they put on me, are they gone or are they just
They are chained to the. They are
Okay.
locked to the
I
chain.
was like, is this a different set of links?
No,
Okay. So I am locked to a table, you said? Sorry.
no, the post in the middle
Oh,
of
the post.
this tent, like a
Okay.
big, heavy metal post that's been sunk into the ground, and this tent is now attached to.
What do I got around me?
There's just a bunch of tables and stuff. You look at one, and there's just a bunch of alchemy stuff bubbling away on it. And you go over, and there's some boxes and crates in another corner.
Okay.
You're alone.
Completely alone. Fuck it. Just in my head, just Doc, you got any ideas? Or are you still
You know, I kind of tapped in somewhere around you get arrested, and then we basically just been walking the whole time.
great?
So unless you want to go just full Goliath and rip out of those chains, no.
Can I kind of like test the arms a little bit?
Your arms are gonna come off before those chains
I
do.
know, but it's just worth the little. Oh, that's not happening.
Twink, Mara, similar thing happens to you. It suddenly gets dark. And Mara, your bag comes off first, and then Twink's, and you're in a tent, a small tent with like a cot and like crates and various things, and you look down, and you have now been chained to each other.
These are our get along
And then you
chains.
look-
man.
You look out the tent, and you see that there is like a big, heavy gate that is being closed by some guards.
Can't really tell.
Well,
Are
that
they
was
still looking?
fun.
Are
Oh,
they-
wait.
Are they still looking?
Let's see. Insight or wait?
Mara, no, you have passive perception. You're good. You sort
Okay.
of glance out of the corner of your eyes, see that all the guards are sort of talking to each other, and Fagin and Martin, farther outside of this fence, are talking to each other. It looks a little heated.
But they seem like
They're
preoccupied.
not paying attention to you at the moment.
They're not paying attention to us. Why?
Great. I kind of pull your hands towards me,
Tugs
take-
you.
and I like turn my back to the as position myself like in between, and I start using the key on his cuffs.
You take the key to get it in there, and it seems almost like it doesn't fit at first, and then all of a sudden it perfectly fits and clicks.
Okay.
No, don't take them off. Put them back on.
Oh, okay.
But to just act like they're locked.
Okay. Give me the key.
Technically, with these unlocked, we should be able to cast. I kind of helped make these. I dropped the key. I dropped the key in your hand.
All right.
I said helped. I just kind of did the research for it. I didn't actually make them.
Oh, okay. I got you. And
I'll
I'll
unlock it.
All right. So, what do you think we should do now? I was going to summon a bunch of creatures just to distract them, but I couldn't read your language, man. I wasn't sure.
Well, unfortunately, they probably would have been incinerated.
Most likely, but maybe could have stealthed away. I don't know, man. It would have been dangerous either way. This is probably safe, but how'd you get the key, though?
I don't know.
Okay.
The first thing we could do is assume the others have already been captured.
Probably, if they went out of their way for us. They
Well, they definitely knew they were in that city. 100%.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Don't throw your hands up. What the fuck are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'm gonna look over to the guards real quick.
The guards are still talking. You see, it looks like Martin is saying something really directful to Fagin, and then Mara, out of the corner of your eye, you watch him just like, and he snaps his fingers, and that like warping crystal effect that you've seen from Delilah before appears, and he steps into it, and then it flows.
So he just disappears, and
He just disappears. He teleports
Okay.
away.
Oh, he teleported away.
Who?
Martin.
That's good. 'Cause the rest of these smucks, I think we could take.
Bet.
Well, Fagin worries me, but I don't know. I can't get a read on him.
So
I think I could slow Fagin down, though,
hmm,
for our escape.
I also can slow him down.
I didn't mean literally. I mean, he's cousins with Matthias,
Yeah, true.
and Matthias is kind of our ally.
Mhm. Okay.
I
So-
think.
Okay, what can you do right now? What are we thinking? Because I can bring about a lot of bugs. You know, we could make a big distraction of bugs.
Can you minor illusion?
No. I can bring about a bunch of creatures.
Not helpful at the moment.
Could be a good distraction.
Probably aren't any creatures nearby. We're on a battlefield.
I mean, do you want me to like talk to them?
To who?
The creatures.
They're not here, Mara.
I mean, Okay. Let's see. I could heat up some metal. I could bring out a tidal wave. We could be super stealthy. Let's see. I'm trying to think of what else we could do. We could bring out a lightning bolt. Lots of lightning. Wait. Okay, this is a new one for me. Have you ever heard of the spell Warding Wind?
No.
So they're not going to be able to hear us if I pull out Warding Wind.
Okay, but they can look in the tent and see we're gone.
Most likely. I mean, we want to be gone though, right?
But I don't want them to know.
How are they not going to know?
Can you both roll perception for me?
Jesus Christ, 10.
9.
Yeah, so you guys are having this whole discussion back and forth. You're like, we could do this, we could do that, and all of a sudden behind you, just hear, planning an escape already.
Why would you not tell me he's behind me?
Mara, in your distraction of the conversation, you didn't notice Fagin come over. He's standing there in the front of the tent. He's just like, you've been in here like 3 minutes. There's even like beds and amenities.
I am chained to this man right now.
Yeah, I
A
don't.
bed's not on my mind, Fagin.
I'm not a fan of this either.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't know Inquisitors existed, and then I get a call from my cousins. Whatever he and Delilah have going on, friends, backup, right-hand man, babysitter. And I'm all set to come out here and meet you. And then some crazy motherfucker named Gillian shows up with Martin.
So you didn't know they existed either?
I told you that!
Yeah, but just after everything happened today, you think I still believed it?
I kinda hoped.
So did I.
Are you on our side? What the fuck, man?
What the, Mara, you don't say it out loud for everyone to hear.
I didn't. Wait.
It's okay, I sent them away.
Oh, okay.
Look, it's complicated. Fucking situation, okay?
Hey,
Mhm.
is Gillian still here?
Yeah.
Fuck.
He's going to talk to your, friend. The blonde one. The new one, the one I haven't met yet.
Ah,
Where are they? Exactly.
Bigger tent, 5 rows down.
okay.
Here's what I'm gonna do. The Westwood, right? Dead sprint, maybe 3 miles that way. We're not supposed to pass the tree line.
Okay, here's my issue with that.
Uh-huh.
Nobody fucking knows that Gillian exists. So if he passes the tree line, who the fuck knows?
The reason we're not supposed to pass the tree line is because the elves are set up there ready to fucking kill people all the time.
Why would I go there?
Because your option is the Westwood or Gillian.
I have a ship.
Look, I don't know how Gillian got a little in on you guys, but he's got some mage friend who's been keeping an eye on you and giving him all sorts of little information. So your ship, probably on fire.
It better not be. I'll fucking kill that bastard.
All I'm saying, best bet right now. Go get your friend. I'll cause some kind of distraction.
Is it just the one?
No. What do you mean? That was captured? It was just you and the big guy. He's chained up outside. He didn't fit in the tent.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
And then
How'd you
there's...
keep the chains on him?
Huh?
How'd you keep the chains on him?
I'm pretty sure he's just letting them stay on.
I literally saw him pull a tree out of the ground and snap it in half earlier.
Oh, yeah, no,
Yeah.
he's big. I'm sure if he wanted those chains off, they'd be off. But, I think he's humoring us.
So what can you do for us to get us time?
I'll leave this gate unlocked. And then, let's just say you'll know.
I hate that, but I'll have to take it.
I'm around people who can read my mind a lot. I need to keep this to a minimum.
Fair.
Okay, so... if anyone asks, fuck it. You're fugitives. No one's gonna ask you. He turns. He steps out.
Wait! What? Does she have a ring on?
Who?
The blonde.
I don't. I wasn't taking in
That's
her jewelry.
important. That's important. I need to know.
I can't get you that. I don't know.
Fuck.
You're gonna have to figure that one out. He closes the tent. He doesn't close it. He lets the flap drop and walks off.
Well, Mara, we might be fucked.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, so you know what direction he pointed at towards the... we
It's the trees, Mara. We're going towards the fucking trees.
we're not gonna rescue everyone else? We can do this.
Yes, Mara. We are going to go get Hick.
All right.
I didn't think that was a question.
Oh yeah. I thought you meant we were leaving them, and I was like, "What do you? What? Yeah, okay. Okay. We should keep these, by the way.
Oh no, we are definitely keeping these.
Yeah. I don't have my bag on me, do I? No.
None of your stuff was taken. You're all still
really?
taking it out.
Okay, I'll put it in my bag.
Except, Twink, the ring that you keep on your finger, the shooting star, not there.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay. We should be able to sneak by pretty easily, I think. Just stay close to me.
I need you to know I'm not very stealthy.
You will be. Pass without trace.
Cool.
Couple of minutes ago, back in that big tent,
Oh boy.
Hick,
Can I see the
While you're
box that they put?
yeah.
notice in?
While you're looking around, you look over towards that table, and you do see the big steel box there. It's like the size of your torso, just resting on that table. There's another black and purple ring next to it. You recognize?
Close enough for me?
No, it's gonna be like 10 feet outside of chain range.
Okay.
Wait, you said there's another ring there? Like, so it's
Twink's
open?
ring.
No, it's next to the box. There's another
Oh, I
ring
thought
next
like
to
the
it.
box was open and then there was like also another ring inside.
No.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. Great. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a whole lot I can do here if my magic's suppressed. So, fuck.
The tent flap opens. You turn, and it's Gillian. Walks in really casually. So, you're the new one.
I mean, yes, in the grand scheme.
I've heard a little bit about you through the grapevine. That's what they say, right? Through the grapevine.
What do you know?
2 of you in one. That's very interesting.
Where would she hear something so silly?
Oh, Hickory! Don't tell me you're gonna sail your brother Doc out. Gonna just leave him out of the conversation and act like it's just you in this tent. Very bold, very noble. Very stupid. Assume I know anything you have going on.
Why would I do that?
Because I probably do. And because I'm not here to fight. I'm really not.
This says otherwise.
And that's a chain. If I was here to fight, I'd have fucking stabbed you in the gate. Incinerated you, thrown you off the cliff, strung you to a legion of horses and run you through the battleground. Ooh, a personal favorite of mine. Tie you up to a tree on the edge of the Westwood and just watch catapults do away with you at the crack of dawn.
I figured.
But I didn't do any of those things.
Why not?
Because I want to talk. I wanted to talk to Twink. He wasn't receptive. I've heard you are familiar with that. He's kind of an asshole.
Yeah.
I made one tiny little request of him, and rather than simply humoring me, he destroyed my ship, insulted me quite severely, and, I mean, you saw. What do you know about Socrates and shoes?
Bounty I saw in Tiak. Nothing else.
Where is Socrates in shoes?
I don't know.
I thought I told you, and he slams his fist down on the table, not to fucking lie to me.
Never met him. Never had the chance.
Well. There's no point in us having a big hullabaloo about it then if you don't know anything. I'm willing to believe you. He pulls a key out of his pocket. Would you like to relax? Some tea, perhaps?
I don't know how that ring works, and I'm a little concerned that my friends may be struggling to breathe.
Box isn't airtight. As long as the ring's not airtight, it should be fine. Think until we hear a rattling in the sound of metal stretching. We don't really need to worry.
She holds out her
Wow.
hands.
He takes your hand, like, he holds one of your hands with his hand as he goes to put the key in. I apologize for this. The pauses are never fun.
Oh, here, I thought you were apologizing for what you were about to fucking do to me.
Oh, no, I am.
Oh.
Oh, ho, ho. So he takes your hand and he goes to put the key in, and then the key stops just a moment short. You are going to take
Oh, cool.
24 points of necrotic damage as
What
he
the
inflicts
fuck?
wounds. So yeah, he takes your hand and all of a sudden, like, you're like, not relaxed, obviously, but you're sort of like, okay, the cuffs are going to come off. You're thinking of all the things you can do, and then suddenly just a shooting pain up your arm as your hand, like, warps to gray and black, and your veins bulge out, and just a horrendous pain through your arm.
Hickory damn near crumples. It's just... Ah!
He kind of leans and he goes, "Don't lie to me." Okay? I don't like being a bad guy. I really don't. Really don't. It's just that, you see, Socrates did something to me. And I just have to fix it. I have to correct it, and I can't without him. And I would raise entire cities if it meant putting things right.
What could he have possibly done to you?
He took away my humanity.
Oh, fuck.
You see, Sox was my teacher. Very. Never quite got along, really, but I wouldn't say that we were enemies. I never liked elves. Still don't like elves. Barring the point. Then we got off on a good foot towards the end. I went off to get a job, started working in the Mages Guild. He continued his career. The awakening happened. Things changed. Do you know why people wanted Socrates in shoes so badly?
He's the werewolf of the capital.
Exactly. And he, like, leans back, and you watch as he grows claws out of his hands, and his teeth sharpen, and he goes, "But he's not the only one."
Fuck, man.
And then he goes back to normal and goes, and I would like to fix that.
How would he be able to fix that?
Well, spoken with Martin in great deal about it, and a little bit of blood, some magic that is questionable in origin should be able to set me right.
I genuinely don't know how to help you.
Start by telling me where he is.
I have no idea where he is right now. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart.
Where's he going?
He's already gone.
What do you mean by that?
Nobody's ever going to be able to find socks. Socrates. Sorry, used to the language everyone else used on the boat.
So you're heading to the westward. And a ship ahead of you, heading to the westward. Again, just imagine I know all of it. I'm assuming he's on that ship heading to the westward, already in the westward. Remember what I said about raising entire cities? I'm more than willing to do it to miles of woodland.
Socrates in shoes is not on that boat.
I think you're lying.
By my belief in Bahamut, he is no longer on that boat.
That's fine. Find out when I get into the westward. In the meantime, you can, sit. He takes a vial out of the alchemy, and he just puts it back and goes, enjoy the fumes. And he walks out of the tent.
Waiting for a second.
It's quiet for a few seconds.
I would like to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Go right ahead.
Or not Cure
As
Wounds,
you-
I have Healing Word.
You start muttering a prayer, and your wounds are healing.
Okay.
And then you have a brief moment of like, God, what are we gonna do? And then all of a sudden you hear nearby just, psst, psst, Hickory, Hickory, yo! You turn, and underneath the back of the tent, like, it's pulled up, and it's Felix's face. Hey, what up?
What are you doing?
What do you mean, what am I doing? You're the one chained to a fucking pole.
Yeah. How are you not?
What do you mean?
Did they not find you?
No!
Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I was distracted by the damage. Were my chains ever undone?
No.
Okay.
He just used it to get the hand in.
Do you know how to get out of these?
Oh, no. Not a single fucking clue. But Lorelai's doing shit on the other side of camp.
How was I able to cast Healing Word?
That's a good question. I never said your cuffs had runes on them.
Fuck. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah. But yeah. Lorelai's on the other side of camp doing some shit. And then she'll come here. And she's fucking scary. I'm sure she'll be able to get those off.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I need you to do something.
What?
There's a box. She kind of just like lightly nudges her head.
Yeah, that's a nice box.
Open it.
Army crawls under the tent. And you see another person holding it up, and you can tell it's Felix, and he's just like, what the fuck? And he comes up and he opens the box. He's like, is this a proposal?
No.
I'm not into girls, I'm sorry.
Oh. Good for you.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I'm chained to a pole. Things aren't normal right now.
God. He pulls the ring out and he just puts it on. And he's like, okay. Do you want this one too? Purple
What
ring.
is that one?
Isn't this the one Twink wears?
Give it to me.
Fuck it. He just puts it on. Okay.
Okay.
The most powerful character in this show right now.
This is Thanos.
Yeah, let's say he only needs 3 more.
He has the
He cut-
green one and the purple one already.
And Bolt comes over and he pulls out his knife and he holds it up and he's like, no, this isn't gonna fucking work.
Hey, no.
Stay right
She
there.
kind of like scoots her hip, like she kind of like scoops her hip around. I have tools in my bag.
Oh, fuck yeah. Takes the lockpick in.
Uh-oh.
He gets that lockpick in and he just fucking and just opens immediately. And he's like,
Okay. You're a lifesaver.
and then in that moment as you're uncuffed, Frankie and Felix are like, fuck yeah. A rapturous explosion rings out in the distance.
There
Twink,
goes
Mara.
subtlety.
You also just in your tent just
Jesus Christ.
I think that's the sign.
Yeah, let's go.
Do it now. Do it now. We go sprinting.
you go sprinting out and Lachlan is there. Oh yes.
Hi.
Okay. What would you like to do?
So, I'm in the ring,
Yes.
and I hear the box open,
Mm-hmm.
and I hear some talk. I recognize that this is a person who was on the boat, and I hear them talking with Hickory. And then I hear a fucking giant explosion, and like Dolus kind of gets up, and he kind of looks around frantically. He just kind of looks down to Lotus. He has like a panicked expression on his face, and he just takes her hand. And I'm gonna get out of the ring.
You voomp out of the ring, and one hand is holding Lotus, and then the other is holding Frankie's hand, and he just goes, whoa!
Dolus kind of looks down, looks up at Frankie, lets go of his hand, like all kind of like, what the fuck?
Hey,
What was that?
what was that?
Shh. Hickory, what was that?
I don't know.
A second, just gigantic boom from the other direction.
I have a feeling things are about to go very sideways.
We should go.
Should we run?
Let's go.
Doc, I'm gonna take a note out of your book here.
What?
I'm gonna try and replicate what Doc did to summon the hour.
It's finally time.
You channel and you wait. And a short sword appears in your hands. Very similar in appearance to the hour.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Obviously shorter. It's more silver than the hour is. How the hour is very gold motifed.
Yeah.
It's silvers and coppers as opposed to golds.
Okay.
I'll put it in your inventory. You guys continue on.
Okay. That worked! Okay, she pulls her shield and it's like, hey, Dolus!
Hi.
I think we're going to war!
Okay. Dolus pulls out his crossbow. And I guess we're gonna run.
You're running.
Lead the way, Hickory.
As I head out, I kick over the table of the alchemy.
Oh. Just for that extra little oomph.
Yeah.
Do any of the vials survive the kick?
You kick it, and it topples over, and, yeah. 2 vials clatter to the ground, sort of just rolling. They're both lidded.
But the other ones like break?
Oh yeah, all the big vials and beakers just all shatter.
What is I don't Dolus gonna reach down and grab the 2 and stuff it in his bag.
Bad news!
Okay, and then we continue.
Another werewolf, by the way. And she
Another
she
what?
heads out the tent.
Wolf, where?
Sure.
Okay, so
I'm
we
sorry.
head out at the tent.
Leave the tent.
You leave the tent. It is chaos out here. Guards are just running all over the place. You see these big plumes of smoke out in multiple directions, and just as you leave the tent, a third one, boom, off in another direction. And then as you look off in the direction that the third one went off, there's Twink and Mara sprinting at you.
Oh,
Lachlan behind them, just running.
Is he still chained? Like,
Oh yeah, he's still buckled up.
Put those away. No fighting. Just run.
Where are we running?
That way!
To the woods!
Okay.
Guys,
run.
all
Stand close to
pick a
me!
direction and sprint.
I guess we
Okay.
pick a
I mean, we're
no.
running towards the woods.
Yeah. No. I want to go toward Lorelei.
What?
No, I
What?
don't. No, I don't. She's definitely the one who set off those fucking explosions.
We also don't know where Lorelei
You also
is.
don't know where she is.
Yeah,
I mean, you said the other side.
that's true.
Oh, wait,
So
is
this
she
relative
here?
to us.
Dolus
Not
is
if
like
we're in the
keeping
middle.
an eye.
Doesn't matter.
Do-
Fuck it.
Dolus is
woods.
keeping his eye around us, like keeping looking around as we're running, just keeping an eye on things.
So you guys pick a direction, and you start sprinting.
Yep.
I don't like this pick a direction thing. I'm running towards the
You're
fucking
the
Westwood.
Yeah, you're picking the direction of the Westwood. You're picking the direction.
I don't like the verbiage you're using.
I
Ryan.
We
apologize.
spin a twister like spinner, and we're running green.
You're running. Stop it. Twist it. Escape it. Yes, Lotus.
Is it like very clear direction that we're running, or is it just like this way? We are going this way, or is it like do we have to weave?
You are going through tents as you're running, and guards are way too busy to ask what the fuck is going on. As you guys are running by, none of them are prepared for all of this shit that's popping off.
Okay. Knowing that Twink runs the slowest out of all of us, I'm actually going to pick him up with my talons while I start flying. So that I
No,
can-
put me down! Put me down!
We're a slow runner!
We can't fly, we'll be targets!
Fine.
You drop him.
Cryo.
Quick, you kind of roll. Yeah?
As we're running and like we're passing by some of the guards, I want to make myself look like one of the guards as
Okay.
we're running through.
You
And I'm
disguise
like-
self.
Yeah. So I just disguise self, and so like I'm kind of near the back of the group, and I look like a guard who's like chasing after them.
Okay. Yeah. You do. And then, no, you're all running, and he's towards the back of the group. A bunch of other guards are noticing a guard chasing these people now.
Yep.
A couple guards turn their
As I'm
attention.
If I see anyone, like if we pass other guards, I'm like, I've got them. What do you mean? Why are you rolling?
It's because it's not a good plan!
Yeah, no, they think you look like you need backup. There's like seven of them, and one of them's the Goliath, and you're one dude.
Because there's 6 of us and 1 of you.
Wait, how many of them are there?
There's Lachlan, the twins.
No. How many
Victory.
of the guards?
You're running through an army camp full
No,
of guards.
the ones who think I need backup.
What, you gonna stop and have a conversation with
No! Oh my god. I'm confused.
Yeah, you're running past a group, and like 6 or 7 guards are like, "Oh shit, we gotta help him!"
And so they start following us?
Yeah, they're chasing your
Cool,
group.
I'm gonna cast slow
Hey,
on
On
those
them?
guards that start chasing us.
I mean,
Okay.
Go ahead and roll those saves.
Well, slow did not work.
Bruh. Fucking, what kind of elite guards are these motherfuckers?
I rolled 15, and they have a +1 to wisdom, so I
No.
rolled 16 off
Sir,
your 14 save DC.
I hate my life.
So yeah, so you have multiple guards who now think one of the group tried to cast magic on them, who are all aggressively chasing you guys now.
Sick.
uh,
Are we near
Uh,
any trees?
Oh, the trees, you look out towards where the Westwood is. The trees are like a solid mile out.
Hmm.
You have to get to the edge of the camp and then keep running.
Gotcha. Hmm.
uh,
As you guys are running, you round a corner. And who's at the front? What's the running order? I feel like it's Lotus because she's the fastest
Lotus
by
is the
nature.
fastest.
Lotus.
I would.
Oh no, Mara, go. Say
No,
your thing.
I was gonna say I'd be in the middle, trying to like keep pass without
Eyes
trace
on the
on
group.
everyone.
Got
Yeah.
it. Got it. Lotus, make a dex save.
Oh, that's really good.
Okay. Mine's not, so we're good.
25?
Okay, cool. You round the corner and you just smash full speed into someone who like topples over in front of you and is just like, ow, 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 ow.
I have Kyle out. I just kind of pointed at them.
It's Alina. She's just like, oh, fuck.
Get on your feet. We're going.
Oh god, okay. You pull her up. What's happening?
Just run.
Okay.
We need to get
Start
close to
running
the
again.
trees.
What does that mean?
Just get close to the trees.
Elena, where's Saris?
I don't know. I don't know. I was walking behind her. She like, points back at Hickory and she's like, and then I was getting smothered in a bag.
How'd you get out?
What do you mean, how'd I get out? And she like casts prestidigitation.
That unlocks.
No, she's just making a magic gesture.
Oh, okay.
So we're running.
Yeah, you're running. Then you round another corner. And you are in an open area. And dead ahead of you, like, tied to a thing, is Cerise. And she's just like, oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
Like, is it like rope?
Yeah, she's like tied by rope to this like cage structure.
Hmm.
Kind of like the fence you guys were in before.
Keep going. I got her.
Okay.
Lotus is going to take flight and zoom to her, pulling. And she's going to use Kyle to get her out of the rope chain.
Okay. It's really easy for you to just smash Kyle down on that rope and cut her loose.
Yep. I'm going to get her on her feet and I'm going to start running back towards the group.
Before you could do anything as you get her back on her feet, she points at Alina and she's like, that bitch!
What?
It was her!
What?
She's the one who told Gillian we were here!
Oh, okay. I'll deal with her. Let's go. Just keep running.
What?
It's fine. Just keep running.
Okay.
Back, Dolus is in the back of the group. Are the guards are still chasing?
Oh, they're
us.
gaining.
Okay, so I let down my disguise. I'm like, God, I really thought that would work.
You
Mara, can
turn
you
back
deal
to a
with
bird
them?
person, they're all like, oh shit!
Mara, can you deal with them? You're muted.
Get to the trees, and I can.
Can you maybe tidal wave them or something?
Oh, fine. I'll-
Dolus sprint ahead of Mara.
Dude, okay, is Lotus in the way?
No,
No?
you're good.
Tidal wave.
You turn around, and all those guards are running, and you just do the boom, and water just shoots out of the ground, and all of those guards just go, ah! Pushed.
Sorry, thank you.
Good. Okay, I'll go back
I
in the
interrupt
group.
while everyone was blitzing. But no, the second that Cerise? Is it Cerise or Saris?
It's Cerise.
Okay, cool. The second she says Alina betrayed her, yeah,
You
no,
didn't hear
Hickory's
that.
Oh.
That Lotus flew over to where Saris was, and
Yeah,
got
you
her.
didn't hear that.
Ooh, cool. Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, so you guys are all running along. Tidal wave to those dudes behind you. You're making good pace. You get like to the edge of camp. There's only a few big tents here, and like a big like bonfire brazier. And just as you're about to get past like the last line of tents, just a giant. You're all very familiar with this, actually. It happened
Oh, no.
very recently. A wall of wind just erupts in front of you.
Fuck!
Can I try and stop before I hit the wall?
You can. You all can stop just
Okay.
fine. No rolls even necessary.
I'm casting Dispel Magic.
Ooh.
Ooh.
What level of your spell magic? Let's see.
Do I have
What's
to have a
your
level
spell
that can
level?
counter it?
Yeah.
Shit.
Certain levels always counter certain levels. Only dispel certain levels.
I'm casting it 3rd.
So, make an ability check using your spellcasting modifier.
Okay.
So roll a 20 and add your spellcasting modifier, which
Wait, my
for
spellcasting.
you-
Okay, so
plus 3.
15 in that
Just-
case.
15? Let's see. So yeah, the wind wall breaks.
Oh,
The wind wall breaks. It's dispelled.
okay. Keep
Just
running.
go.
Let's keep running.
Lotus, can you make a wisdom save?
Hmm.
Ah.
22.
Oh
Let's go,
shit!
Lotus!
Ooh.
Let's go, Lotus!
Yeah, Lotus, you feel a moment of and like queasiness as someone tries to hold person you, but it doesn't. Nothing happens.
Hey, Cryo.
Yeah.
Do I see? Is there anything visible happening to where anyone would be able to see where these spells are coming from?
I mean, make a perception check.
Sure.
Anything
Can I use a
with
lucky
passive?
point?
You take a moment. You really focus. And you feel your arm crackle with that same energy you feel from Kaeli. And you can use a lucky point.
Let's go! 'Cause
Hey, don't
that's
fuck this
really
up,
good because
Kay.
I rolled a 4. That's cocked. Nat 20! Let's go!
Really good that you did this, actually. Because
Damn.
now I'm going to do disadvantage on this roll.
Okay.
You turn around just in time to see and potentially warn your sister as Cerise goes to stab her in the back.
Oh.
What are you going to do?
Okay, wait, so I turn around
You
and
turn
I
and you see Cerise with a knife coming at your sister.
Okay. I'm gonna yell behind you, and I'm gonna cast slow on Cerise.
Can I turn
She
around?
succeeds.
So yeah, I just yell,
Yeah.
Lotus behind you!
Well,
Turn
so
around.
I had I gave myself disadvantage on that roll because you were getting a warning, and it did not hit. So you turn around just in time for this knife to come an inch short.
And I say, Cerise?
Yep.
I stab her with Kyle.
Whoo! Make a melee attack.
15.
Love how vicious you are. 15. That hits.
I'm
Cryo.
shooting her as well.
Make
I'm gonna
the
start
roll.
running in that direction. I'm turning around and I'm running in that direction.
Mara, you notice that the birds have stopped.
That's
Well, in
10
Dolus'
points.
case, he's running back.
That's 10 points of piercing damage, and I click the trigger to unload Kyle's. Yep.
Yeah, it's a fire.
14? And that beats 10. So it does fire into her.
It does fire. It does not misfire, and you manage it accurately.
What is
So
the
yeah.
damage?
What is the damage? Give me 1 second. I'm pulling Kyle up. We haven't used Kyle in a hot minute.
Arguably, we'd all notice because Dolus was in front of us, right?
No.
I don't think he was in front.
No, he's behind, wasn't he?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in
Yeah.
the back because I was doing the guard thing.
Okay.
That's
Oh,
a
yeah,
total-
that's right.
I only ran in front of Mara so that he could tidal wave.
Yep.
Right.
That's the total of 17 points of piercing damage.
Whoo! And now
Jeez.
she's bleeding.
And now
So
she's
yeah.
bleeding. So every turn she takes a d4 of bleeding damage.
Mara, Dolus, you turn around. Dolus, you start sprinting back, and you just watch your sister jab Kyle right into her gut and blast out a chunk of it.
Damn.
I really liked you, you know? I'm gonna take it out, and I'm going to... I have an extra attack, because I get 2 attacks per
You
turn.
do.
Oh my god!
So
Damn.
I'm just going to beat her over the head with Kyle.
You're just gonna hit her. Are you two-handing Kyle? It is versatile.
Yes.
Kyle.
I think I have.
Versatile.
I think I have to if I want to shoot, right?
Yes.
To shoot, but the following attack you don't.
Oh, me. Okay. It is 20 something.
That hits.
20 something.
It's another 8 points of piercing damage.
No way.
She's not dead, but you stab her again, and she like stumbles back, and she's like, "Fuck!" There are more guards rushing towards you now. You get the feeling if you stay any longer, probably gonna be a fight.
2 Eldritch Blasts. At Zaris.
Make a ranged attack.
I mean...
Before it comes out, it's like very cinematic.
22.
She's just like, if you come after us, I will kill you with Kyle.
Roll damage on those 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Cool. That's... okay. Plus 6, plus another 6, plus 12. That's 31 points of force damage.
I mean, it's not combat, but how do you want to do it?
Cool. So, Lotus is just like, Lotus is having this really cinematic, like, if you come after us, I will kill you with Kyle. And then, like she just watches as this one Eldritch Blast knocks out her leg from under her, and then she sort of like she just watches Sarah stumble a little bit, and she starts falling to the side, and she falls into an Eldritch Blast that blasts her head off.
Okay.
Oh my god!
Lotus, yeah, you're having this moment, and she's like on a knee because you just fucking stabbed her a lot and bleeding, and then all of a sudden her leg just gets boom, and as she falls down, just another one just boom and twists her head clean from the force, and you hear a really loud and she drops. And
That can happen.
the guards are like right on you. You literally need to turn around right now.
Peace.
Seeing her fall dead, I'll turn around and just like under my breath as I'm running, just bitch.
Twink,
And I'll run around
Hick,
and...
Hey!
the twins, and Lachlan have all continued running.
Mm-hmm.
And are now, you have entered like a no man's land between the camp and the Westwood. It's like a mile. You've been running for like a hot minute. The moment you exit, you see just a line of trebuchets and catapults.
Right.
And you are now just sprinting clean. You sprinted right past them and you're heading straight for the Westwood. And then,
we haven't noticed that we've got 2 stragglers.
no, you're sprinting. You're running.
Okay.
Well, 3 actually, because Mara
three.
is also
Oh,
slowed
yeah,
down.
Mara,
Yeah.
So you guys
I'm
now,
really slow to begin with, so
yeah, you guys now enter no man's land. The other 3 of you running.
What do we do?
Keep running.
Yeah.
You guys behind you hear another really big explosion, and you hear what almost sounds like something roaring.
Uh-huh.
That's it.
Damn.
Keep going. keep going, do whatever you're gonna do. That's what happens while you're sprinting.
Having turned around, do I see what's roaring?
Well, you started running again. Do you want to turn back around to peek?
Yeah, like I wanted like I would have been like attentive of like what Lotus and Dolus were doing, since I noticed Dolus was like
they're
going the other
definitely
way around.
caught up to you now. Like you're all
Okay.
running out into the no man's land, just significant ways behind everyone else. But you're running. You're out of the camp now. In all of these, just this barren, flat dirt. And so that big explosion and that roar happens. Who's turning around to look?
I definitely am.
Okay, so just
Can
Mara
I do,
turns
like,
to
a
look.
look around my shoulder type
You're
of...
not gonna be able to manage it perception-wise, just glancing over your shoulder. Mara, with his naturally high perception, will. Mara, you turn around, and you swear, outlined in all of the smoke and fire, that you see something you haven't seen ever. Swear that you see a dragon. And then you keep running.
Are we in trees?
Not yet.
Not
You're
yet? Okay.
like halfway there,
Okay.
all of you.
What's up?
You hear a very loud, resounding horn.
Uh-huh.
Mara, again, with your passive perception, glance in the direction, and you see an airship gunning it for you. A very familiar colored airship.
Oh my
Thank
God.
Guys,
fuck.
look!
You see walk out on the deck with a big horn, just.
He's on the deck. Oh my god.
And dangling from a rope off the ship is Lorelei.
Oh. Dolus just kind of looks to Lotus. He goes, get someone! And Dolus is going to start flying and grab Mara with his
The ship
talons.
drops super low behind you all as it's rushing up, and you Twink, you watch, kind of in pain, as the bottom just like across the ground.
No!
Lorelei holds a hand out.
I'm going to pick up Mara and fly onto the deck.
Okay.
Um,
Lotus, who are you picking up?
Whoever's closest to me, doesn't matter who.
Other than Mara, the next closest one is going to be Alina. Grab her.
Person.
Dol-
Actually, yeah, I'm gonna grab a.
Okay.
Dolus. hold
Yes.
tight.
Okay. That's
how,
not reassuring.
well, let's see. Wild shape into a giant snake.
Okay.
So I'm holding a snake, I guess.
Yep.
How big is a giant snake?
I think it's bigger than Mara thinks it is.
Yeah,
Probably.
I also do.
I'm
I think
trying
it's
to-
bigger than Dolus can hold, is the point
Yeah,
I'm
that-
making.
I wonder if
So
that's
you turn into a giant snake.
Well, wait.
What are you doing? What is
Mara
your
would
intent?
know if this
My-
is too big.
Yeah.
Tell me your
so
intent, and we'll see if that's a wise idea.
The intent was to like have them grab me and use me as a rope.
Okay. Once Dolus is on the deck, do you want to turn into a giant snake and be used as a rope?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, the moment Dolus, he's like, all right, be ready. And the moment you drop him, he like grabs the railing and just turns into a snake that's partway coiled around it and dangles next to the rope that Lorelei's on. And she's just like, "How?"
Okay.
She holds a hand out. Just grabbing whoever's getting up. Are you getting on the ship or not?
Yeah!
Yeah.
Just grabs Twink and just yeets him up onto the deck like
I try to catch
one-handed.
Twink.
Make a deck save.
I had to do it with disadvantage
You
because
do.
of my almost exhaustion.
Yes.
I don't like this.
Okay, the first one's an 18.
I'm casting Featherfall before I get to him.
The next one is that's
I don't
13.
like this.
Well, the first one was an 8, so it's the 8.
Well, no, it was 18. The
Oh,
first one was
18. So it's 13. But yeah,
Yeah.
with feather falling, Twink is like, ah! Then he just slows down and it's falling like a paper. And you're just like,
I just hold him.
Can
I have
down?
hands for holding the twink, and I let him down slowly.
You guys are all clambering up, and Eggle just goes, "Hold on!" And he slaps a button because he's at the helm, and the ship rockets forward again. Mara, Lotus getting up there. You're watching him on the fast button.
I am still holding on to Alina.
Okay.
I just
Did I
want to make
grab
that a
the
point.
rope?
Yeah, no, you said you were getting on. You're getting on.
Yeah.
Everybody's climbed up or is climbing up as the ship speeds up and takes off slightly. And Eggle is just like, I've never flown through trees.
I want to go to the back of the boat and like look out behind us.
Okay, you run to the back of the boat and look out behind you, and you see the camp on fire.
Okay. Do I see anything else?
No,
Okay.
things on fire.
Don't see
Everything's crazy.
anything big and
No
scaly.
dragon.
Nothing there.
Cool. I'll just keep watch behind us just in case anything
Eggled
is
hangs
following
up.
us.
Hickory, hearing Eggold scream that he's never flown through ships, is just like, "You got it!" And she casts guidance on him.
All right. The Westwood trees are huge. Holy shit.
Ah.
Eggle's gonna be fine. Woo! That's a nat 20.
Oh shit.
The Westwood trees are
+4.
huge. For those of you who haven't ever been to the Westwood, which is actually all of you as you approach, Twink's heard of it, seen drawings of it. You've all sort of heard of it tangentially. The trees are gigantic. The trunk of one of these trees is wider than the ship you're on right now. They are
Damn.
enormously huge.
So what you're saying is we can fly the ship through
Between
the trees.
them, correct.
Fuck yes.
So Eggled is just grabbing the wheel each direction as you guys are weaving into the Westwood.
Do I see anyone following us?
No one from the camp is following,
No? Okay.
and you're peeling through it, everything. And as all of the sound comes out beneath you, Eggle just the slow button, and it starts to slow down. He's like, we need a lever. We need a lever for that. We need a lever for that one.
I can work on that.
Yes, thank you. Just like drops.
Lorelai.
And she's like stretching. She's like, yeah,
I think Eggold died.
that's fine.
Lotus is gonna turn to Alina. She's holding onto her shoulder with one hand. She's holding on to Kyle on the other.
Thank you for picking me up.
Now get talking if you want to live.
What?
What?
Lotus?
I was almost stabbed by Saris,
Uh-huh.
and at this point, I don't know who I can trust or not trust outside of, the people that I met before I met Sox.
Okay. We're good though. I didn't do anything.
I think...
Yeah.
Please don't stab me. I had a bag put over my head. I was chained up in a pile of mud. Can we just...
And I saw Cerise also chained up, and then she tried to stab me.
Fair.
And she said something about you communicating with Gillian?
Who?
Dolus walking over. I'd like to insight check her saying who.
Okay.
I'd also like to insight check her.
Go right ahead. Actually, let's just have Dolus with advantage.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. That's a lot better. Insight. That's 21.
She is fucking horrified of Lotus right now.
Mm-hmm.
There is every ounce, seemingly, of honesty in her quivering who.
Dolus starts walking over from the back. Lotus, what is this about?
I too would like to know what's going on.
There's certainly a spy with us, communicating with Gillian, and then
Right, I
telling
figured it was the one who tried stabbing you that we killed.
Yeah, that's what they told
her
us in the tent.
more.
Everyone but Mara and Dolus did not see Cerise die. So you are just now getting this information.
Yeah.
Kind of
Okay,
looks around, sees some confused faces. Oh, for anyone who it pertains to, Cerise, our lovely wind mage, was a traitor. She tried stabbing my sister, and she was promptly dealt with.
Why?
I apologize if you had any personal connections.
Why are you yelling?
To everyone on the top deck.
Oh no! All these people came from Tiok with us.
No, but like I'm just saying because Cerise was on the ship, like with them, just in case they knew her or like whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, Alina and Saris are the two that were from the boat. Everybody else wasn't.
Hey, wait, what do you mean? What is that? I'm not from the... What? No, Saris was with you guys. I was with Aver. Remember? Aver on Twink Tanya?
Yes, I remember she was annoying me in the tent when I went to go.
That's right. I was
Yeah.
annoying you?
You're right. She was already there.
No, you were fine.
Was I annoying? Am I annoying?
Lotus, I'm not sure she has a connection with Gillian.
Her grip on Alina's shoulder like tightens.
Okay, fine. Fine, I'll tell you. I'll tell you. Didn't say anything to Gillian because I don't know who that is.
Tolos puts his hand on Lotus's hand. She kind of looks at her.
But Fagin reached out to me and I told him where Twink was camping because I thought he was going to see Twink.
It's true that happened.
Yep.
Yeah, he
That is what she was told to do.
He definitely found us at the camp.
And then I got a bag put over my head.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty. Yeah, I mean that happened to us also.
Yep.
What did it smell like, Alina?
Before she can answer, you can say anything. A voice nearby, but clearly away from the group, just goes, "You guys really know how to make an entrance. You know that, right?" You all turn, and on a branch of one of the nearby trees that you're hovering by is Petrin.
Petrin!
Oh,
You're like 4 days late, and you set all of that on fire.
that wasn't us.
Yeah.
Lorelai goes, "I kind of helped."
It's been a long week, man.
Yeah, you want to talk about it?
I'm not sure you could handle it.
He whistles, and you watch all of these giant leaves nearby just pull up, and there are just dozens, if not hundreds, of elves that were all surrounding you, lowering their and notching their arrows.
Before anything else happens, while they're doing that, Lotus is just gonna lean into Elena. If you fucking betray us, I will shoot you with Kyle.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay, now we can get along perfectly fine now.
That's somehow scarier. And that's where we're going to end our session actually today.
Yay!
Welcome to the Westwood, everybody.
Oh, it's been
Hey!
so long. It's been like 4 actual months.
Noah, I fixed it. It's just takes a minute to get there.
Yeah, that's okay.
I fixed it when I gave it to you because I saw it, but it's got to
Okay.
update.
We did it!
You dodged combat twice.
Really?
Dodge combat.
Well, when you were running and Cerise, was trying to fucking stab your sister, combat was supposed to start. Also, her wind wall.
Hmm.
Yeah, that probably
I tried like 3
combat.
times there in the end to stop you guys for combat.
Hey, that
lucky
Dispel
it was
Magic
her,
was
not
awesome.
Gillian. Hey, lucky it was her, not Gillian.
True.
Yeah.
Mm.
Anyway, I think it's time for us to say goodbye.
That was awesome.
Fucking murked her.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, oh my god.
You Game of
Well, that's a
Thrones
lot
her
to
ass.
talk about. Jeez.
I think it deserves
Anywho,
inspiration for
I-
that.
God, I got so into that when I forgot we were recording. Ladies and
I
gentlemen,
mean, I'll take the
thank you
inspiration.
for watching Starlost Seas. This has been great. Like, comment, subscribe. Check us out on Twitter. Check us out on TikTok. Check us out on all those fun things.
Join our Discord.
Join our Discord. We have a Discord now. You can join and chat and talk to us and talk about the show and show fan art and talk about other fun stuff that you're interested in that we're also interested in, or stuff that we're not interested in. It's a Discord. Talk. I'm going to see how long I can babble to keep everybody waiting. Okay, everyone.
Waiting.
Goodbye.